Good morning, people. It is no, it's not. It's Monday, the 9th of October. Welcome to TDA, the day after. Your favorite news platform and always the home of popular culture. And I am one of your lovely hosts for today, my royalty.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst. And of course, the melanin is jam-packed.
Always. God forbid the day the melanin is not jam-packed. That means the world is upside down.
I'm telling you.
I mean, the world has ended. Can't have that.
Never ever.
Impossible. How's everyone this lovely morning?
We thank God.
All good, thank you.
Excuse me?
All good, thank you.
All good. Love that.
How are you?
I'm good. I had an eventful weekend. First of all, we got Kelechi.
Yes, okay.
I broke my Say Your Mind virginity. So I went to a live show.
Sick.
Really good. She's brilliant, man.
Yeah.
She's absolutely brilliant. I was sat front row. She's absolutely brilliant. So that was a lot of fun. And the community she's built as well, they're so lovely. Like I made 2 friends
Oh, nice.
there. Yeah, big up that. Also met a lovely TDA listener. Big up Marie.
Big up Marie.
Really, really good vibes. I know she's watching today. So big up her. Our TDA listeners are gorgeous, you know. Beautiful girl. And she just gave I'm a kind person energy. She's so lovely. Big up Marie. And then I went to Black East London in Hackney.
Okay.
Where I got them wings that changed my life last time. Went back for the wings. It's nice again, as I expected. I think they're called Wingers Wings, something like that. But they were really good. That was fun. My weekend was just eating, man. It was a lot of food. I still have food left. It's ridiculous. And then what did I do? Oh, yesterday brunch. That was fun. It's always a good time. Nearly fought the restaurant manager, but you know, I'm here today, so that's great. Yeah, that was my weekend. Just a chilled weekend, and then obviously gym. That's it, really.
Did you mention the interview?
Sorry?
Did you mention the interview?
No, I posted. Oh no, I haven't mentioned it yet. It's happening this week though.
Okay.
So, I will be interviewing Jackie Einar on Thursday at Black Tech Fest. So if you're available, pull up. 11:15 main stage. It's gonna be lit. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I posted that as well this weekend.
Sick. Black excellence right there.
Listen, amen to that. Amen.
That's it.
Amen to that. I'm really, really excited, man. I love Jackie Einar. So this is lit. I've been subscribed to her since I was in my teens.
Oh, sick.
So look at God. From subscriber to interviewer. Won't he do it?
That's it.
So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Yeah. How was your weekend? What'd you get up to?
That's right, man. What did I do? I didn't do too much, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, went to see my parents and that, you know.
Oh, nice.
My little one there. Yeah, didn't do too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
What's she like at her grandparents? Does she get away with everything there?
Kind of, you know.
Yeah.
She runs around the house.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That's my niece and nephew when it comes to mine. I'm just like, I know you don't act like this at home.
Yeah.
I know you don't. And the grandparents really enable it.
They do, 100%. Because they're just so happy to see her, innit?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I have my nephews home when I go today. They make me so happy. I don't know. Lucas just make me so happy.
Yeah.
Just make me, they literally warm up my heart. And they're just characters and just how they are. It's just, interesting. Brent, Gina, good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
How are you?
Can you send to her, please?
I'm perfect.
Yes, of course I can.
Hello.
How's your weekend, ma'am? Are you inside, outside? What are you up to?
Girl, I'm still... No, I'm joking. What did I do? It's annoying me because Saturday I had a lot to do and my mind's gone blank. Oh, sorry, because you were talking about kids. It was my nephew's birthday.
Oh my gosh, can I say your niece
She
has grown... Sorry, I feel like she's... Sorry.
It rattles me. I know.
She's like our internet niece.
No, she is.
Because I remember watching it from years ago and I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, that's not her. I
was like, how has she grown so much?
She's a grown ass. She might as well start paying
She's a
bills
girl.
soon.
She's
so
off to uni soon.
huge.
She's grown up so much.
She is. She's literally, but do you know
she's
what it
adorable,
was? I've
man.
actually missed her. And then when she walked in, we ran to each
Oh,
other.
really?
I was
That's
like,
so
I missed you.
That's so sweet.
I know you're not really allowed to have favourites here, but I'm sorry. She's my favourite.
Oh, I have a favourite. But that's my only niece.
Because she's my favourite. She's my firstborn though.
Yeah, that's
so
the
I feel
thing.
like I literally she literally was my firstborn.
That's your baby.
At the time, my brother and his wife had to move in with us temporarily because they were having our housing issues and then
Okay.
they bought a house. So it's like
You've grown,
I
you've seen her
literally,
grow up. Yeah, you've taken care of her, everything.
everything.
When I saw, I
So
could
she's my
not believe
child.
it. I was like, oh my gosh, girl. I don't even know her name.
Her name's Avery.
But I was like, Avery, that's a beautiful name.
Yeah,
I was like,
Avery
oh my gosh, you've
Rose.
grown so much.
Yeah, and do you know what's so funny about how, you know, kids, like, when they talk, they say,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
No, they love it, and I'm like,
calm down.
But it's because they're so excited. They're like,
She's
and
so
then-
enthusiastic. Like,
calm down.
Someone hurt her, yeah. and Elijah did it. And I was just like, ma'am,
just
I'm here. Like,
I didn't even exercise my niece. I'd be like, Zara, okay, wait, pause. Let's breathe.
she's so, and she's so sensitive. Oh my,
Aw.
oh my goodness.
She sound like me.
As in, let me tell you how sensitive she is. Yeah, she's so empathetic, right? But it's funny because her little brother's a shit. Sorry, my nephew. Elijah is a little shit, and he does it on purpose. Like he's so
so he
cheeky.
just- yeah.
Like he's got such a cheeky face. Like he does everything on purpose. Yeah, and they're like a year and a bit apart.
Oh, so kind of.
They're like they're back to back.
Yeah.
right. And because he's naughty and he's naughty intentionally. Me and my sister always like, we don't punish him, but like, it's like, Elijah, no, you're not getting this. Or like,
Okay,
do you know, the naughty
yeah.
corner kind of thing.
Yeah.
So if it's like distributing sweets or stuff, I think there was a day where we were making cupcakes and Elijah's being really naughty. So me and Jules were like, no, Elijah, you're not getting any, right? It's only us that are going to have some. Avery started crying.
Oh,
Started crying because we didn't give her brother. She was like, because you're not giving her. She probably got emotional. But the crazy thing was, couple minutes before that, yeah, he pinched her or hit her or something. So she was like, Elijah's hitting me, like being like,
Oh,
you know what I
that's
mean?
she's so
then
sweet.
a second later, because we told him off for that. That's why we're like, you're not getting any. She's like getting upset. I
No,
was
we've
like,
got to protect Avery at all costs.
I was
man.
like,
I
girl.
relate. I relate.
I was like, we gotta teach you some things.
Oh, that's
because
so
this
sweet.
guy was not protecting you.
Do you know what's so
and
funny?
now, but it was cute. It was so. I thought you were actually very, very empathetic.
It's funny because I'm the same here. Because basically, when my say I'm telling my little sister off, I can tell her off, right? But if I'm telling her off, I'm like, oh, mum, like,
Oh,
she didn't mean
really?
it.
Seriously?
It could the same thing I just told. I'm like, hey. And then my sister's like, Adam, hey. We don't need to jump the kid, kind of thing.
No, when my mum's telling off Georgia, I get my popcorn and everything.
Nah, you're ridiculous.
I was there like...
I've got a sister like that. She's ready, and she's like,
I'll be
okay.
like, oh.
And let me tell you what else she did. I'm like, you
Literally.
Oh, that's so she's grown up so beautifully,
she
man.
has.
That's so sweet.
Like, she's literally my child. I thought,
That's so cute. So whose birthday was it?
it was my other nephew's.
Okay.
So he's my other brother's son.
Mm.
But he's really cute. And it's because, and I've got a really soft spot for him as well.
Yeah.
Because when he was born, like, we kind of thought he was on the spectrum because he took
Okay.
so long to start talking.
Okay.
Like, literally so long. But now he's so talk. You know when you
So
see someone
talkative.
and he literally makes me like, every time I see him I get emotional.
Oh,
Because I'm just
remember the
like-
early days.
Yeah, and he's so talkative and so like, I think I'm even getting
Like
emotional.
confident.
Yeah, but he's like, so when I see him, I just get really like,
Just smushy with it. I love it, man.
yeah,
Now big up all the nieces and nephews are good
100%.
kids,
I
man. They're
love
just so
them,
beautiful.
man.
I love it.
they are, especially
I
because they're not
actually love
mine. I love
Do you know, that's the best part.
I love being able to give them
I've
back.
got all the time to be the fun auntie, to be the
Yeah.
best auntie. I was even gonna tell my brother I had to rush out of church. Basically, I want to pick up my niece after school year and then take her out, like go for lunch or something. Because I remember when I was younger and I'd have like a nice uncle and auntie pick me up after school. It just feels like a great day.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So I want to do that. I want to start doing that with her, like
We're
here
having
and
We're
there.
having a sleepover.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. And she was
We're
like,
having
I
a
don't
sleepover.
wet the bed anymore. I was like, oh, great. I was like, great news. It was like the first thing she told me. And then she's like, but Elijah still does. I said, he can sleep with Auntie Georgia. So that's her job.
Nah, I pick up the nieces and nephews, man. It's so sweet. So adorable. So is that what you did this weekend? Just chilled?
Yeah, I literally went there and then my cousin had a baby shower.
Nice.
So I went there and that's literally it. It was quite very wholesome.
That's very wholesome. You did announce the lineup for your event next
Oh
week.
yeah, I did. Do you know what?
It looks so lit.
I'm very
I want to ask you a question about that, but sorry.
okay. But I'm very like I can't describe it, but this is just how I feel. It's anxiety / excitement / it's a
everything,
whole
yeah.
load of emotions. I don't even know how to contain it.
I feel you.
But it's a lot. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's in 2 weeks. Like how I remember when I was planning this from like I had the idea in March. So I'm like,
Oh wow, and now we're here.
yeah, I know, in the shower. Can you imagine?
It's lit, man.
The shower, I always birth really good ideas in the bath, you know.
I always have my best ideas in the
Literally.
bathroom too.
100%.
There's
why-
something about it.
This is why the French don't have no ideas.
Well, because
They don't be bathing.
You're so
Do you know what? No. That's why they steal ours.
Thank you. Even better.
We get the showers. Good hygiene. Great ideas.
literally.
Come on, they just wake up straight out of bed and steal them.
Can you imagine?
It's crazy.
No, it's all making sense.
Crazy. No, it's going to be lit, man. I'm looking forward to it. I need to figure out my outfit.
Do you know how many people
I
are
gotta
saying?
look-
Do
I
you know how
gotta
many
look
people? You know how many people are saying to me like, "No, it's jokes." Someone was like, "Nah, not me shopping for an outfit, but these times it's gym wear and
Okay,
and new
all right.
trainers." I said, "Calm down."
I've got to look cute, but also practical enough to work out and not crazy hot where I'm want to pass out whilst I'm working
everyone's
out.
taking it
It's our thing.
serious. I
Yes.
love it. Like I'm super excited.
No,
I'm like,
it's gonna be. I'm really looking forward to it.
people
I'm
are
really
making
looking forward to it.
effort.
I wanted to ask, yeah, because
Look at the
afterwards,
cheeks out.
yeah,
Sorry.
afterwards it's gonna be like a party type thing.
Yeah.
You're asking me the same question that everyone.
Yeah.
What people gonna smell?
Exactly. No, like
Oh.
kind of. But
Yeah,
like,
but
like,
yeah, like-
is there gonna be like, are people gonna change or is
Okay, look,
Yeah.
and this is exactly what I've said to everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, look, see me, yeah. Whether I'm in the club, whether I'm at a day, I perspire. I have extremely high sweat. Like, I sweat a lot, right? So it's in my head, I'm like, there's not much difference for me doing a workout, and because I'm a dancer, innit? I dance in, so I'm gonna be sweating. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, and also I'm like, everybody's on the same vibe. It's not like some people are gonna be. Well, obviously there might be some people who don't work out yet, but I feel like collectively,
It's
we're
a workout
all on the
party,
same
yeah.
thing.
Okay,
So
I
I
get you.
don't think it's a thing where you have to think, oh my gosh, like I need to go home and change and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I've said if you are really conscious, I like just bring a change of clothes.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be clean.
I'm not doing that.
But I
because what I just thought was I wouldn't work the hardest.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So you
Do you
don't
know what I
sweat
mean?
too much.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't sweat too much, if
Yeah.
that. Do you get what I mean? But I don't think it's gonna be.
Like, some
I didn't
people-
even think of that, you know.
Yeah, but some people are like, I'm meant to bring a change of clothes. I said, you can. I said, there's no shower though. I was like, we're in a nightclub. So they don't have showers in a nightclub. I said, but there's toilets. I said, get creative.
I'm gonna party in my gym leggings. I've never done that before, so
You what?
I'm gonna party in my gym leggings. I'm not bringing a change of clothes.
Yes, I was like,
It'd be lit.
you're even going to be in clothing that gives you free movement.
Literally, you can stretch
I
your
was
legs,
like,
you can do
free
splits.
movement. Do you know what I mean? And most gym wear now is what's it called? Dry fit.
Okay,
Even
yes,
soaking the
that's true.
sweat.
Actually, that's true.
I said, so realistically,
Let's do
we
this,
gonna
y'all.
be fine.
Yeah, we've got this, man.
I mean,
I'm
it
looking
is what
forward
it
to
is. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first of its kind, isn't it? So
Wait, like,
might
let's
not
all
work.
figure it out together.
This is literally trial and error. Do you understand what I mean? Literally.
I think it'll be fine there. I think it'll be calm, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
I think it
actually
will.
didn't even think of that, you know.
I think it will too.
I really just thought what we're gonna wear.
No,
I didn't think of
literally, I
that.
hear it. I said I'm gonna obviously change though. I was like, just because my level of sweat is not. It's not
different.
cute. Yeah, and
hear you.
because every time when you're on stage and stuff, there's light. It
Yeah,
gets very,
yeah.
very, very, very.
And you
hot.
got to run around, jump around, interact with
even when I
like,
teach in the store,
yeah.
that small store, because there's a screen behind me and it's really, really hot.
Oh,
because
it
of the
radiates
lights,
the heat,
I
yeah.
get so sweaty, it's ridiculous.
I
I was
get
like,
you.
so I know that I'm gonna probably end up changing, but again, I'm just gonna
Change
put something else
clothes.
on.
Yeah. It's gonna be lit, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Sure.
I'm excited. Brent, how was your weekend?
Yeah, it was good. Went to Kelechi's live show, obviously. Every single time, it's dope. So Kunle,
Yes, okay. Big up, K.
yeah,
Big up.
saw the wonderful Gin and Gist.
Big
Yes.
up. Big up.
Big up
Saw
to me.
the beautiful Marie.
Told
Big
you,
up,
she's
big up.
beautiful,
She was
man.
very, very good vibes. And yeah, I ate ayamashi.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
you did. Did you like it?
So what's the ayamashi part? Is it the beans?
No. Beans is extra. So it was basically white rice, beans, and ayamashi.
All right, cool.
But the ayamashi is the sauce, is the stew.
Yeah.
Did you find it spicy?
Nah.
Good.
Really?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much spice can you handle? Like, what's your level?
You didn't find ayamashi spicy?
A 1 to 10 scale
one
is
wasn't
always
spicy though.
subjective.
It wasn't spicy.
Come
Oh,
on, Ben.
okay.
Because I thought if you don't find that spicy, that's good. Then I feel like you could have my mum's one.
I'm still waiting for your mum's one.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you, Auntie.
basically. I've
Thank
got a few because it's a process to cook in it. It's not like wake
Yeah,
up and
no,
just
man.
cook anyhow.
It looks
But I
like
feel
it's
like a lot of-
process.
It's a process. But I'm off a few days next week. So what I'm gonna do, because obviously if I ask her to cook, it's gonna start making a whole scene. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the meat, cut it. I'm gonna prep everything
Make it
basically,
easy,
and then
yeah.
get her to cook it. So God willing, next week you'll have some.
God bless you.
Yeah, it's nice
How
though.
about a wache?
Oh, you want to re-up? Look at you.
Personally, I've never tried the wache, so I'm just waiting for the restaurant date.
Oh yeah, we
That's
can
small.
do that. But you want to know what was so funny? Yeah, I saw my friend at the baby shower and she was like, I was listening to TDA and she was like, I've got a complaint. I
Not
said-
complain.
She was like, we waited 3 hours. I said, girl.
Oh,
I said,
honey.
I said, did you go on a Sunday? She's like, yeah. I said,
3 hours?
That's a
yeah.
problem.
Apparently everybody in the restaurant, like the
But-
whole.
And we were talking about the cocktails.
but you know,
hours.
yeah, but
you
like,
have to be
yeah,
drinking
yeah.
during that time.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Harry P didn't have that issue.
no, he didn't.
You was getting cooked online, you know.
Is it?
It's getting cooked.
Rightly so.
Because people were like, how can you go on a date and not look
rightly
up
so.
where you're
Sorry.
going? Like,
It's a
Are
great
you an
point.
egg?
It's a great point. Crystal made.
What do you mean? She called. Do you think she didn't call me? She
just
called me yesterday for discourse. Like when I get a call from Crystal about anything online, yeah, I'm like, okay, girl.
We need to get her on, you know.
Yeah,
You
she
do.
went,
Big
she
up
was like,
Crystal.
Gina, you lot spoke about this topic for an hour. I said,
Yeah.
wow, yeah,
Yes,
we really
sir.
did. And then we had our usual discourse.
chinwag.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, she was basically saying that it's an age thing. That, all the men obviously are messing with younger girls, and that's their mindset. So
There you
start
go.
messing with Papa.
The girls are given, is girls are seen as, oh, like he's got a lot of sugar to give. And he's trying to get some sugar, so they recognize each other, innit? They're okay. It's overload. But yeah, but to be fair, the 3 hour wait is giving Ghana time though.
No, but this is what I said. No,
it's very
but
true to
It is, but it's not acceptable over here, though. I can accept that I can't even accept it in Ghana, but I tolerate it because they know no better. You guys have no excuse.
I actually
3 hours
feel
is too
like
crazy,
I actually
sorry.
feel like it's an exaggeration. It can't be 3 hours.
Well, she said, yeah, she was just like, we waited 2, and I thought, and you stayed.
That's crazy.
And then she was like, oh, we asked for a refund, and they were like, oh no, please. I said,
Wow.
no, please.
That does sound like, but in Ghana, you're not getting a refund, boy.
Wait, how
Refund of
small
what,
is this
though?
place? I don't understand.
For the
How-
food, but I remember wanting it more. I've been waiting 3 hours, I'm
so you
hungry.
pay first for the food.
Oh, did you pay first for the food?
I don't know. No, I think she was like, they ordered on their phone. Again, I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie.
Oh,
I haven't been. Can I be honest? Obviously,
Yes.
because we're fam. It's like I don't sit in there and eat. It's a takeaway vibe. Do you get what I mean? Or
Oh.
to be
So we
fair,
weren't going to dine. So we weren't going to dine in.
no, I'm saying I've never dined.
Oh,
in.
okay, so you don't know the vibe.
I don't know
when
the
you dine in,
vibe.
Yeah.
So when she was talking about they ordered on their phone, so then after they tried to like get their money back, and they're like, oh no, we're coming or whatever, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I would have made a big scene anyway, because that's
Well,
not acceptable.
I get hungry. Like I get actual.
No, so do I. The thing is, I think we should just go. Don't go on a Sunday, because.
Yeah.
But although Sunday is probably the best day in terms of atmosphere and stuff, you used to really feel like you're in a crowd. But it comes with a lot of
No, in a crowd.
no. But do you know what I mean? I'm sure they have like a live band or like you know what I mean. The whole
Okay, so it
ambience.
gives the full
yeah,
feel.
the full feel. But
Okay.
I ain't waiting 3 hours.
I love that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know what
How
the
it
vibe's like when
goes.
we go. Of course, if the food is free,
So,
my
yeah,
review might be kept.
basically.
If I like the food, I'm trying to go back without Gina and be recognised. But all right, so Black History Month, as you guys know, big up Uganda. It's Uganda's Independence Day. So let's.
Like I just said, happy independence, Uganda.
Uganda.
Hornsman. Thank you. So the mighty country of Uganda got their independence on the 9th of October in 1962.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So here's some interesting facts, right? It's the second largest landlocked country in the world in terms of population, right? It falls second only to Ethiopia. Apparently, it has one of the best settings for like the wildlife experience. So for like a first-hand wildlife experience, Uganda is the place to go. Apparently, yeah. So you can see like the big five. So basically, the African Cape buffalo, African lions, African leopards, southern white rhinos, and the African bush elephants. All of those, the big five, you can see in Uganda. So yeah. Also, it's got a very varied wildlife: giraffes, elephants, antelopes, buffaloes, hippos, crocodiles. Like you can pretty much find all the hippos and crocodiles in most of their lakes and rivers as well, right? Also, unfortunately, it's fortunate for Uganda, but it's one of the few places on earth that you can still find an endangered mountain gorilla.
Okay.
Yeah, it's estimated that half of the population of mountain gorillas live in Uganda. Like the population of across the world of these mountain gorillas, half of them are in Uganda.
That's lit.
Lake Victoria in Uganda is the largest lake in Africa. And it's also the second largest freshwater lake in the world. And this is a bit of an interesting one, yeah? Tell me.
Why does baby look like that?
It's the hair.
They got blow dry.
It's
Like,
the hair,
bro.
literally.
Must be a rich one. Son of a king or something. Little Prince.
Not a blowout.
Is that bro? It's
I'm done.
the Jackson 5 joint. Oh dear.
You're being gorillaist.
We're being
You know
good
what?
Yes.
There is a...
No, but Brent,
isn't
look at his
perfect.
blowout though.
Literally.
He literally has a blowout.
He's got afro.
Like it's actually. Do you know what? I'm even looking at the texture. I'm like, it's giving
It's straight.
for something.
Oh, that one's the kinky one. That must be an African one. That's giving 4C hair.
That's what I'm saying. It's giving for something. I was like,
That one was definitely 1A. This is a 4C. This is real king of the jungle.
So what when you look at it, do you feel like we've got a common ancestor?
Excuse me? Who is we? I keep telling people I came from dust. I'd rather come from dust any day than come from a flipping monkey. Ain't no damn way. They stink. Smell like ass. No thank you. Oh dear.
Also, like Nigeria as well, to be fair, like a lot of Africa, right? Uganda is one of the most ethnically diverse countries in the world. Apparently, what they say is if you were to actually like pick two random people in Uganda, they'll most likely be from two different tribes.
Really?
That's how diverse it is in Uganda. Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's what people say, yeah. Also, the second largest producer of bananas in the world.
Okay.
So most likely you're getting your bananas from Uganda or India. India is number one, Uganda second largest in
I'll
the
be
world.
from Uganda today.
Also, this is an interesting one, yeah. Uganda has the second youngest population in the world.
Second youngest.
Youngest population. So
Be
basically,
busy boy.
48% of the population is below 15 years old.
How much sex are they having over there?
48. Well, we're going to get to that. We're going to definitely get to that. Yeah, 48% of the population, 15 years old and younger. Crazy. It has, so to carry on from what you just said, it has one of the world's highest fertility rates. So they have 5.8 children per woman.
5.8.
Children per woman.
on average.
Yes, that's the average. 5.8. Just under 6. Yes, in Uganda. Yeah.
Is the mortality rates high over there?
See, so now, sadly, due to the early age of childbearing as well, and the short birth intervals as well, the maternal mortality rate is also quite high in Uganda as well.
Do the men work over there?
Did it work?
It sounds like they do nothing but have sex.
They drink.
Their drink. Ugandans do like a drink though.
That's what the guy.
Yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
how
It's
it
okay.
Yeah, they do like it. Stop having a good time. Stop wasting your... I'm done.
I love a drink. Their liver is different, boy.
Yeah, man. Despite being relatively poor, right, as a country, right, Uganda apparently hosts more refugees than any other country in Africa. So big up Uganda, man.
Okay, big up them.
Yeah, man, it's a place where people, I guess, would flee to for a proper sanctuary, man. The official languages of Uganda are English and Swahili.
I'm sorry. Budge needs to come out the chat.
What did you say?
He said those wide hips ain't for nothing. So
Okay.
you need to
All right.
come out of the chat. But he ain't lying though. Their figures, Ugandan women,
Their body's banging.
yeah, literally.
Yes. So
That was such an unmarried response. I'm so done.
Said you all said it.
He said yes.
Yes.
Luganda is also like one of the official languages as well, yeah. But English.
Luganda?
Swahili. Luganda, yeah.
New.
Luganda.
Luganda. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also referred to as just Ganda, but that's spoken widely as well. What else? Many Ugandans, as I'm pretty sure you guys have realized, live abroad. So mainly in the US and UK.
Okay.
And
Who's over there then?
where in America?
No,
Who's in Uganda?
Who's in Uganda?
Oh.
Many of them live over here.
Live elsewhere.
But because of
They
that,
can have
yeah,
babies.
because of that, Uganda is one of the African countries that send the most remittances back to their home country. Everyone's, trying to better them, better, you know what I'm saying? Because of that. And the last thing is crude oil, natural gas, and gold, as well as coffee, tea, flowers, are like amongst the main exports in Uganda.
Okay.
To big up Uganda, man. Notable foods, right? So the first one is matoke.
I've had that.
I feel
It's
like
nice.
that's the one that everyone speaks
has,
about.
yeah.
What is it?
It's like green. I'm gonna say it's like green banana,
Yeah.
but it's like they're small.
Oh. Very little.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I feel like I know what it. When
You
you see the
definitely
banana,
seen it.
it's just a banana or is it meal?
it's green banana, but I think the whole dish is called matoke. I think or is it just a banana?
I'm sure matoke, isn't
Just
it
the
just a
banana,
banana?
right? Yeah.
But it's like it's not
But they
sweet.
have it with other stuff. So they have it
Yeah.
with like chicken, stewed chicken.
You see how we have?
Oh,
Do
like
you eat green banana
no,
in Nigeria? Oh, we do
no.
in Ghana.
Do we?
Not
I
much
don't know
in
if you lot do,
Nigeria.
No, we
but
don't,
we do
no.
though. Like we boil it. It's like yam.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
we have it with stew.
Oh,
soup,
okay.
all that kind of
Okay, that
stuff.
makes
So,
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, man. So apparently it consists of a stew of chicken and green bananas that's seasoned with different spices and stuff.
I'd actually try that.
Yeah, man.
Not bad.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's their main thingy, I believe. Luombo. That's another one of their dishes. How do they make it? I'm not too sure, but it's one of them
One of their dishes.
Yeah. Ugali as well. That's a traditional dish, and apparently it's traditions to all regions of East Africa. But it's one of the most basic traditional dishes that you can eat in Uganda,
What's this?
and that's maize flour used
Luombo.
to prepare it.
Okay.
Luombo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love how African foods like they're just in the leaf.
Mm.
It's like the ayamashi. Obviously, it's so I think it's from I can't remember where it's from, but it's called ofada. Where you have an ofada stew, which is the ayamashi stew. It's got different names, and a rice, and it's always in a leaf, and it just hits different, man. The flavor from the leaf is just.
Wait, let's just talk about leaves quickly. Yeah.
Sorry, no mind.
Food in leaves always tastes 10 times better.
It just slaps, man. It just
Brent's
slaps.
talking about wache, yeah, but bro, have wache in a
In a
leaf,
leaf.
game changer.
It's
Literally.
lit.
Yeah, it's same as in Trinidad.
What, eating food in a
It
leaf?
leaves in it.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's proper nice.
Mm-hmm.
Why that?
Obviously, like we brought the custom from Africa when it is that. we
Oh,
were
okay, okay.
practiced- So it's the same practices, isn't it?
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
It's lit, man. I wonder what jollof rice in a leaf tastes like. That must be different. Because that shit is nice, whether it's plastic plate, ceramic. That must be nice. Gosh, I love food.
There's another dish here. Again, Ugandan people. I'm gonna butcher the name, so forgive me in advance, right? But in fact, Brent, I'll spell it out to you. NSENENE.
NSENENE.
Yes, correct.
Senen.
Yeah, let's go with that. Senen.
You know when you say things with confidence, yeah, people don't know you're bullshit.
To be fair,
Do it all the time.
Do you know what I mean? Sounds like I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's grasshoppers.
Yes. So basically,
Oh, honey.
it's apparently one of the unusual dishes, yeah. And yeah, it's just fried grasshoppers, and it's put some salt on it. It's real nice.
It's real nice. Have you tasted it?
Never. But I believe them.
That's interesting. That is very, very... Because in Nigeria, you know we have them little fish things.
It's fishing.
These little fishes. I can't remember what they're called.
What is it? Is it fried?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like having what you have with kenke.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Africans, I think we just like little small
hmm I like those though.
fishes.
But yeah,
Oh, wow.
another one that I may butcher as well.
morning.
Morning.
You know what your existence just makes me laugh?
What?
You scrolling in here. How are you?
Tired.
Okay. Good tell.
My eyes are burning.
Really?
What about 2 hours sleep?
That's a
3
nap.
hours.
That's a nap.
Huh?
Why?
Because you never put me to sleep last night.
Oh, do you know what? It's too early. I didn't see that one coming. It's too early.
You really didn't see
You're not
it?
kidding me.
Like,
you
after
said
all
you
this
were
time,
tired.
like, seriously?
You're never tired enough, though. That's the thing.
Huh?
I did not see that coming either.
No, see?
Because you said you were tired, so I did not
Exactly.
think this was... You're
We're
just
going to be mellow today. But
No, I'm not like a lethargic tired.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like a...
You ready to go tired? I hear it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
See, he's not talking about eating food out of leaves and shit.
You know what? When he walked in, I thought, great, here we go.
Here we go.
Here comes the racist.
Well, I was thinking, what the fuck is this, Jungle Book?
See? See what I mean?
So you telling me that Jamaican people don't eat no food out of leaves?
Yes, they do.
What food?
I'm going to check now. They must. They must.
We must do. We must have brought the traditions over just like they done in Trinidad, right, bro?
Yes. 100%.
Curry goat, I think.
Eating leaves?
leaves.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that would
stop
slap.
it.
I don't think...
Because you're down
I
bad.
don't think that would do it.
There must be something in the leaf, but we should
Blue
say...
drawers.
Sorry, who?
Blue drawers.
Blue drawers.
Yes.
It ain't no blue drawers.
What is that? Can we see a picture,
Jamaican
please?
blue drawers.
Drawers, like brief.
No,
Yeah, 'cause-
sir.
I mean, it's out
This
here in
here,
Blue is giving.
Oh, what that?
That's moi moi.
it's a tasty pudding. This amazing
What's the meaning?
Jamaican blue drawers, also known as dokunu,
What?
Dokno.
Dokunu?
dokunu,
Do you know what Dokno is?
or Thai leaf.
That's kenke
Yeah.
in tree.
Jeez, all
You
right.
don't have KK.
then. All right.
Did all that
then.
And to be
Fucking
fair, do you know
just
what? That
have
looks
cupcakes.
doesn't that look like? Have you had You know there's two types of
Yeah, the darker
kenke, the
one.
darker one.
The
Doesn't that
darker,
look like the
yeah.
wrap that it comes in?
That is
This
true.
is
It
pay
actually
me
does.
pay me in Trinidad.
Mm.
Pay me, yeah. Cornmeal, sweet potato, green banana, coconut milk, spices.
I'm
Oh,
uncultured.
spices.
I'm uncultured. I ain't had that before.
Do you have the kenke, the ice?
Ice kenke.
Ice, that's it.
Do you know one time I tried to put in a protein shake.
Yes.
I tried to
Put
make-
KK in.
No, basically, yeah.
Oh, honey.
They've got ice kenke where they
Yeah.
blend it with milk, sugar, they make it into a thing.
Nah,
Remember I told you if you want to get thick, eat kenke.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
even
did,
joking.
you did.
It'll give you an ass.
You did say that.
But I remember when I was trying to do something and my mum was like, oh, this is what we call ice kenke. But I added like protein in it.
Is it nice?
It was very interesting. I thought never again.
Oh dear.
Yes. There's another one. I tried to get the pronunciation, but I didn't get it. Anyways, it's spelled NSWAA. And
What?
this,
Sorry, this is pay me.
Oh, the Trinidadian one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whew, lovely. Sorry, spell that again, Emmanuel.
NSWAA. WAA.
NSAA.
And basically, that's fried white ants.
Ooh.
White ants.
White ants, yeah. They're sold in street food stores and in some restaurants as well, man.
How do you get enough ants to make a meal?
Boy,
Collect them.
And they're chunky.
Yeah, but how many spoons do you have to? Oh, honey.
apparently the kids love it, man. It's a real,
See the kid in the first picture.
yeah, see?
No, let me see. I need a bit. I can't even see that. So take camera from me, please. I need to zoom into the screen.
All right.
It's a delicacy. It's like escargot or something.
Oh,
Something.
honey. Oh.
Yeah, apparently it's nice though, man.
So if people can eat snails and thing.
It looks like it looks like a challenge from. Okay, never mind.
If people can eat snails and thing, what's up? What's up?
It looks
Nice,
like worms.
It's
though.
called banana leaf jungle food, but you're saying, come on, this is minor.
Innit?
No, that's Jungle Book too. It's literally snails. Anteaters eat that. I mean, ants, sorry. But
Answer those as well. That's a massive.
but what I'm saying is, if you was doing French cuisine and they brought snails up, would you react like that?
Am I always saying that French people don't bathe? So he's
To
on
be
that way.
fair,
Yeah, but I react to that with frog legs. Why am I in
Let's
frog
see
legs?
again.
That's wild to me. So I react to the same, whether it's white, black, African, Caribbean,
Yeah, I would too. But
equal opportunities all round. Asian. I react the worst it is.
if they like to eat snails, then go off with the giant.
I haven't
white
even eaten
ants.
snail. It's very it's a Nigerian that Nigerians love snails, but I can't remember
Is
how to
it?
do it. Yeah. They pepper it up.
Ghanaians eat
Like
snails
suya.
as well. Yeah, and you know when I was younger, my mum used to make them. Oh my days! I just used to think this is vile
It's horrible.
because
Man.
you'd see them. They're like giant snails. You'd literally see. Ugh.
But the
moving their heads.
pepper it up and everything.
But when they're cooked, they're nice though.
Oh, so you eat it?
I've had it before.
Yeah, I never tried it. I can't
I
remember how
tried
to do
it.
it. I can't remember. I just can't
No,
do
it's
it.
actually not. It's actually. I thought, okay, I hear it. It's like meat.
I'm not an insect man. Is snails even insects? Or what snails count as?
It's something.
I don't even know, yeah.
I don't know where they fall, but they fall where I don't want to eat.
Yeah, I ain't doing none of that stuff. Anything I could imagine wildlife eating is not really for me.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
Apparently, they're very rich because they eat Rolexes.
Do you know what? Okay,
Who?
So,
Ugandans
my-
or?
Uganda.
my client the other day, she's Ugandan, innit? And she's like, I'm gonna go home and make a Rolex. I said, what is a Rolex,
There you
please?
go.
And then she explained it. I said, why is it called a Rolex?
Rolex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like an omelette, like
It's
wrapped
basically
and
omelette,
rolled.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I need a picture. I don't know what you guys talk about. I'm so lost.
So it's like chapati, yeah. They've got chapati thing.
Yeah.
Then they yeah. You see that first picture on the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is.
Like, what's
you
in
It's a wrap.
It's eggs. It's
Eggs.
eggs. Yeah.
Just
Oh, but
eggs.
they just
it's
fold it.
rolled, yeah. But because if you say Rolex quick, it's a Rolex.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh, it's rolled. That roll is an egg.
Yeah.
So what's the filling?
You can put whatever you want, I think. So like tomatoes.
It's like an omelette.
something
And
else.
then
Yeah,
you
it's
just
like an
fold
omelette.
it. Oh, what, you eat like a sandwich?
Yeah, because there's like a chapati on the
I would expect
outside.
the Ghanaians to do that.
That looks like it goes off.
Respectfully.
That's all you can have that
Because
for
eating
breakfast.
egg like that is
Yeah,
wild.
100%. It's a street food something.
Can you guys just eat egg?
By itself.
Like, just by itself?
Yeah.
She can.
I mean, obviously.
She does.
But
But like, say like an omelette. Just have an omelette.
Yeah, why not?
yeah, but put something in it.
I can't do that, you know.
Why not?
I have to have eggs and something else.
There has to be something else that goes with eggs. It's weird to me just eating certain, like, I can't just eat like protein randomly. The only thing I can eat on its own is like wings.
Omelets are filling though. You can load it up in it. Put some onions, some
Nah, 'cause
peppers,
it
or
needs-
mushrooms if that's your
This
shit.
is a toast or something.
Toast.
It needs some kind of carb to go with it. I find it weird. Even like if I'm eating like yam and egg or something, I can't finish the yam before the egg. Because that means I'm just left with egg that I have to eat on its own.
Really?
I'm weirdly like,
I'm that
weird about
I don't like having
thingy.
the yam by itself.
oh, I love yam. I literally eat yam while I'm cooking it.
I could eat yam and butter.
Really?
Mash yam and butter. It's like
Okay, when
mashed
you mash it.
potato.
Okay.
so your face was mess up.
See, I tried to fix it. I tried to fix it on the slide.
So you could just eat yam plain, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Slaps.
I can
Yam's
eat
not
yam
even
plain.
nice like that, isn't it?
Oh, yam is the best
No,
thing
it's
ever.
nice, man.
It depends how you cook it, though.
Especially fried yam as well.
Oh,
Yeah, fried yam is nice.
I don't know how many different variations of yam I've had. I think I've probably just had boiled yam, where you just bucket in soup. And you're eating the
that's
soup.
Oh, not
and
as a
then
stew.
you think it's potato. And
It's a yam.
but it ain't.
then you buy it, it's all starchy
like
and shit.
yam.
I don't dislike it, but I'm not like a fan of it. I don't need it.
I love yam so much.
Then again, if you're having that hard food and that green banana, yam, boiled potato, if you mix it all up, I can work with it.
That could
But
be any
nah,
food,
it's
that'd be
not
yam.
Like my
Not your
thing.
bag.
Yeah.
I went to a Congolese wedding one time and I thought it was yam on there. It was cassava.
Cassava.
Ain't that yam?
It's not my kind of yam. Not puna yam.
Ain't like a type of yam.
No, do you know what? I don't know, you know. Because in Nigeria, we use, like, there's a lot of things that are made from cassava, but they're different things. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So probably, I don't even know. It might be like a different type of yam. Do you know, I've been craving recently cocoa yam. But fried cocoa yam.
I don't think I've had that.
Oh,
You
slaps.
have.
What's cocoa yam?
It's
Ghanaians love it as well.
yeah, they have it in when you in the street.
Yeah.
And you get the fried yam. You know, there's another color next to it, sweeter.
I've never had it. I don't think I have.
You have to.
It's really nice. It slaps.
You have to have had.
It slaps. You probably have, you know, because I heard you have got the chips as well. Like,
That's
have
the
we
thing,
got plantain
I've had
crisps?
cocoa yam chips though.
Okay.
Oh, is it? Okay, so,
Yeah,
that's
so I've had like the crisp version, but I haven't eaten it like in another form.
Yeah, I love yam, man. Best thing ever.
But yes.
Okay.
Some famous people.
Yes. There's someone you should be mentioning, but I'll see if you mention it. We're going.
All right, I'll mention him first.
No. Go on. I should mention it first.
Okay, go
No.
on.
I thought that's what you said. No, you go.
No, I was gonna say I'll mention it first for you.
Okay, I
'Cause
hope
I'm
so.
pretty sure I know who it is.
I hope so.
Daniel Kaluuya.
No.
No?
Pick up Daniel
Serious?
over there.
Oh, who you talking about then?
Lydia Dinga. Lydia Dinga is a
Medicine.
bad
No, I was
boy.
thinking, how was he meant to
I
do
know.
that?
But I don't know. I just thought, you never know.
Do you know who it is?
Yeah.
She is she's a babe.
Tell us about her.
So she's a YouTuber.
Okay.
She's like a proper sick YouTuber. Her editing is out of this world. Like the way she edits, the way she invests in her content, all that kind of stuff is out of this world. Her work ethic is different. She's the one who, she bought a house, renovated and stuff like that, and her content went viral. Because I feel like she was I know personally, don't fight me, but I feel like she was the first one in the UK to do that kind of content.
Okay.
Gorgeous girl, man. She works hard. But yeah, she's the best Ugandan I know.
Big her up.
I don't think I have a Ugandan friend. That'd be awkward. Yeah, I don't. She's the best Ugandan I know.
I've got Ugandan friends.
She's proper lit, man. And she travels a lot. Her travel content as well is just next level. Like, next level. But yeah, big up her, man. She's married a Nigerian man. Love that for her.
This might be a controversial one, but Idi Amin.
She's Kenyan.
Yeah, she really is Kenyan.
You're
That's why
kept
she's
quiet
Ghana.
about that.
Is that what you just
Are
done?
you sure?
Yeah, Lydia Dinga's Kenyan.
Oh, that's the worst. That's awkward.
They know where you just did that.
That might have to go
sure
viral.
No, but you know what though? To be fair,
Do you know how funny that is?
to be
Big up
fair,
Lydia,
yeah,
though.
no, but to be fair, yeah, her tribe is present in Uganda and Kenya.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm
so
saying?
we'll shut up then.
It's kind of like
Clip that.
saying someone's Yoruba, but they're from like Benin or something.
No,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
Okay.
she's actually from Kenya though. She claims to be Kenyan. She doesn't claim to be Ugandan.
Yeah, but her tribe is.
I'm
I'm trying to help.
Thank you, Iman, man. My enemies are trying to
And
show
I'm
me
trying to,
today.
no, literally, I'm trying to shut you down.
No way. I didn't know my flags, boy. Okay.
Yes. Idi Amin. You guys know Idi Amin?
Of course we do.
Of course, right? Legendary guy. Milton Obote. He's the person who basically led Uganda to independence in 1962. So big him up, of course. Daniel Kaluuya, just mentioned. George the
Right.
Poet, Uganda.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Priscilla from Love Island,
Okay.
Ugandan. Miss Banks.
I'll be honest here, since I got Lydia wrong, I'm questioning everyone I thought was Ugandan, bro. So I'm going to just agree with you.
Michael Kiwanuka, who's a singer.
Okay.
Yeah. He's Ugandan. Also, there's some people in the chat, man, that's Ugandan as well. So pick up them as well. Noreen.
Pick up all
Miss
our
Mariah.
Ugandans.
Miss Mariah. Mercy as well. So yeah, there's a few Ugandans in the chat, man. Big them up, man, 100%. And also, what's that word when you add like an additional? What's the phrasing?
What?
A note? No, I can't remember.
PS.
Honorable mention. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
it.
know.
Pretty
I said
Patel.
PS. Boy, cut the cameras.
Ugandans, are you claiming her or what? I'm just asking.
She's from Uganda.
Yeah, man.
I thought she was South Asian.
Yeah, but you know a lot of them claim Uganda and Kenya.
Nah, she needs to claim.
And Kenya.
And Kenya, innit? Yeah.
She needs to claim her people.
Yeah, but you know,
She needs to claim what she looks like.
a lot of them moved there, innit? This is why Idi Amin is very important to this conversation. But yeah, a lot of them
Who would've
claim
thought?
Uganda because I guess some of their parents were born in Uganda and stuff, innit? So they
Okay.
moved and did stuff.
That's a shocker. I did not know that.
But yeah. But that's it, man. That's pretty much it. Big up Uganda. Happy independence.
All right, lovely. That's nice. Thank you. Let's get into our headlines.
All right, so our first headline. Deep fake videos of Sir Keir Starmer have been posted on the first day of Labour Party conference in a move that underlines the threat posed by deep fake technology and AI in UK politics. The fake video of the Labour leader emerged on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Sunday morning as senior figures and party activists gathered in Liverpool. A deep fake, for those who don't know, usually involves an image or video in which a person or object is visually or audibly manipulated to say and do something that is fabricated. So the first fake audio, posted by an account with less than 3,000 followers, purports to capture the Labour leader abusing party staffers, but the audio is not real and the incident did not happen.
Oh, it's not
Completely
real?
fake. Not real at all.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I listened to it yesterday.
Yep. The second makes out that Sir Keir Starmer is criticising the city of Liverpool. Also not real. So the emergence of the audio is reminiscent of the recent elections in Slovakia, where a fake audio recording emerged of Michal Simeka, who's the leader of the Progressive Slovakia Party, apparently engaged in a conversation with a leading journalist from a daily newspaper discussing how to rig their election. So again, fake as well, yeah. The pair immediately confirmed that the audio was fake and that the conversation did not even happen. So yeah, man, even last week there was something similar in Sudan, where the leader of Sudan, well, one of the leaders, I believe, apparently there was this deep fake thing of him going around as well on TikTok.
What's a deep fake?
I'll read it out for you.
Like AI.
But basically, it's like when you get like an image or video
Yeah.
of a person
Yeah.
and they just add audio to it. It's fake. Everything's fake.
Oh.
So they're able to manipulate everything and make it look like they're actually talking and they're there.
Oh, like the AI ones. The AI
Yeah.
pictures. Oh,
Exactly that, yeah. So yeah, that's what went around of Sir Keir Starmer. And our next two headlines is, I guess, what our topic of the day is going to be based upon, and the thing that's basically all over the world right now, right? And this is trigger warning about what's going on in Israel. So the Israeli military says that attacks launched by Hamas on Saturday are like the 2001 terrorist attacks on the US. A spokesperson said, "This is our 9/11. They got us." While another compares it to the 1941 Pearl Harbor attack. Israel is still fighting Palestinian militants in 7 to 8 places on its own territory. More than 700 people have been killed in Israel since Hamas launched its attacks, including 260 at a music festival. And more than 400 have died in Gaza after Israel launched retaliatory airstrikes. Israel says most of the breach points from Gaza into Israel have been closed, mainly with tanks, but the military says it can't deny that fighters might still be crossing into Israel from Gaza. And the next headline, again linked to that, And basically, police patrols have increased across London after videos emerged of what appears to be people celebrating the Hamas attack on Israel. So the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, has said that she expects the police to use the full force of the law against displays of support for Hamas. The Met said it would provide a visible presence to reassure communities. On Saturday, Palestinian militants launched a major assault into Israel from Gaza. Posting on X, formerly known as Twitter, Ms. Braverman said, whenever Israel is attacked, Islamists and other racists used Israeli defense measures as a pretext to stir up hatred against British Jews. Yesterday, I spoke with CST UK, which is the Community Security Trust, to ensure the government is doing everything necessary for the protection of our Jewish communities. There must be zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or glorification of terrorism on the streets of Britain. The Immigration Minister, Robert Jenrick, has also urged the Met to increase patrols, claiming people are glorifying the terrorist activities of Hamas. People have shared videos on social media showing Palestinian flags being waved, beeping car horns and clapping. Mr. Jenrick also urged the police to take this seriously, adding that there's no place for this in the UK. And that's it for the headlines.
Thank you very much. Let's get into what you say on topic of the day.
All right, people. So, topic of the day. The Israel and Palestinian conflict. I guess for some time we've kind of been putting this off here because obviously we just know how these type of conversations can go. And I'll be honest with you, this feels like this might be a part 1, part 2, part 3. Especially if this war continues, right? I'm not laughing at the war.
I was
guys.
literally about to say.
There's nothing on my face. I can't pull the face. Yeah.
And,
Put it, get you out of here.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We get to see 1, 2, and 3. Now you're laughing at me.
But yeah, you guys have heard, just read it in the headlines as well. What are your first thoughts? Let's start there.
Is camera on me?
You're the historian, man.
How do you feel about having these conversations? Are you prepared to like draw a line in the sand and pick a side, or are you scared?
Good question.
My first thought is I didn't know whether you wanted to tackle this or not, because obviously it's war and it's sad and there's lives being lost on both sides. But I'm not a historian on Israel-Palestine relations or whatever. But from the little that I have seen, from the stuff that I see in that, I mean, I'm just like free Palestine, innit? So I don't know what you want me to say on this.
So far, the results of the poll, 7%, it's promised land, Israel.
So what was the question, please?
Sorry. Israel-Palestine conflict, tragic events, but was this unavoidable? Who do you support? So the first one, 8%, Israel. It's promised land. You listening? All right, cool. Second, Israel. Hamas attacked unprovoked, 8%. Third, Palestine. Israel are guilty, 61%. And fourth, both of them are imposters at 24%.
Okay.
That's the temperature of the voters.
So, I feel like this is obviously one of those discussions here where I feel like people's religious beliefs are definitely going to be put into this, right? Because the whole idea of Israel claiming that landmass as Israel, right, is because of something that is biblical, right? Because some people even doubt that even back then Israel as a state even existed, to be fair, right? But that aside, obviously we've got Palestine, right? Israel was formed in 1948. Prior to that, there was no Israel. Now, since then, if you were to look at the map, you can see that more and more land is being occupied and controlled by Israel since that day. More and more people, basically, it means more and more people who are Palestinians are being displaced, right? But you can see in like from the previous headlines, Suella Braverman, even Downing Street, I believe, they put up an Israeli flag. Right?
On the building.
On the building, showing their support for Israel. Biden was talking about support for Israel. They're moving some of their military base or whatever, their artilleries or whatever, closer to Israel right now. to basically aid Israel. All of this type of stuff is going in favor of Israel. When you're hearing this type of stuff, yeah, where do you kind of sit? Because again, if you look at this, the chat, for example, people are saying, mostly anyway, that Palestine, they deserve to have their state. Israel guilty, pretty much, of apartheid, genocide, since 1948. This is what people are saying. This how, and it's almost like, okay, cool. We understand that this started the other day because Hamas attacked first. I don't think anyone's debating that. This was I don't want to say unprovoked, because it obviously depends on what side of the argument you kind of sit on, but it was still something that no one saw coming. At least Israel claimed they didn't see it coming. Do you guys agree with that? Do you feel like they have a right to do that because this was their land prior to 1948? Or do you feel like this is just how people claim land anyway? Because at the end of the day, the Americans, look at them prior to independence, there were no white people there. Well, there were white people there, but you get what I'm trying to say. It belonged to the natives, right? And anyone, the way I say it is any particular people that belong to a particular country, they're either native there or aboriginal to that particular land, or they kill people who belong there. You know what I'm saying? And they now own the country, basically. Do you feel like this is just part and parcel of that?
Is there brief history, timeline, events that you can actually share with us before we jump in?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, I think a lot of this started from after World War One, right? So during World War One, you had the Ottoman Empire controlling that region, right? World War One, 1914 to 1918, that happened. British were obviously fighting against that. Ottoman Empire lost, basically. What belonged to them got divvied up, right? So I believe a certain part of the Middle East was given to the French, certain part was controlled by the Brits. Part controlled by the Brits, Palestine, they were kind of promised, they were promised that if you help fight with the Brits, we will give you this land and eventually give you independence. So this entire period, Arabs lived there. This is Palestinian land, right? No one's debating that. There were some Christians there, a few Jewish people there from the beginning of the 19th century. From the very late 19th century to the beginning of the 20th century, you had tens of thousands of people, Jewish people moving back to Israel. But it wasn't a mass exodus there. It was just a few people there. It was Palestinian Arab land, right? I don't think anyone's debating that. But during that time, you also had the emergence of Zionism. So Herzl, who was Austrian, Jewish, white Jewish, European Jew, he comes about talking about, look, Israel deserved to have their own land. And that's what sparked this entire thing. Because it was almost like perfect timing. Because a lot of Jewish people felt as though, wait, yes, we are victims of anti-Semitism. Yes, a lot of crap is happening to us in Europe. But I don't think we should have to leave our homes in Europe.
Yeah.
But he was like, wait a minute, but we deserve our own land. We shouldn't have to go through this type of stuff. World War II happens. And millions are killed during the Holocaust. So it was like perfect timing, right? And so it kind of, it was just prior to World War II, right? But that entire period in the 30s and 40s, a lot of stuff was happening to the Jewish people, right? Then, I guess that entire time, you had the Balfour Declaration. And basically, Balfour was a foreign secretary, I believe, right, for Britain. And he basically wrote to the Rothschilds, basically saying, listen, we're going to give you this particular land, innit, right, or part of Palestine, right? But obviously, in the letter, obviously, he's going to be diplomatic, innit? He's going to be talking about, yeah, you can get it, but while you're there, obviously, you can't really be displacing the people who are there too. So we're going to find some type of way for you to get your state, but also Palestine to also have theirs. But in reality, this doesn't happen ever in life, does it, right? Cool. So anyway, that's happened. And then you get the rise of Zionism, like I was saying. The World War II happened. The Brits won the war, all that type of stuff. Palestine now, obviously, their countries, you're getting more Jewish people going back to Israel. 1948, Israel's formed. Because obviously the Palestinians are thinking, wait a minute, yes, we've got independence, but why is our independence now mean that the Jewish people are coming here? The Israelis are coming here, I should say, right? Cool. So they didn't get their promised independence from the Brits like they said it would, right? In the way that they expected to. They didn't think it was going to come with conditions of Israelis coming into our land too, basically, right? So anyway, long story short, 1948, Israel's formed, then there's a big war. They call it the Nakba, basically which translates to the catastrophe. And basically, Arabs are killed, Palestinians are killed, they're displaced, all this type of stuff happens, right? And Israel gets more footing in. Sorry, the Jewish people, the Israelis get more footing in that particular region. That's basically how it starts. And from then till today, there's just been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's like a brief history. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, there's obviously more detail to the story, but that's basically how it comes about, right? So the Palestinians effectively are minding their business, innit? And the land basically that they thought they're going to get their own independence from the Brits for, and be able to run themselves, kind of is given to the Jewish people.
And so you just say that on certain buildings in London, in the UK, I guess, right now, there's Israeli flags up.
Yeah.
So what? But then, okay. So I guess they snaked the Palestinians.
100%, yeah.
So now they've got a side with Israel, I guess.
Yeah. And, yeah.
Okay.
That's basically what happened. And that's why you got the US also back in Israel. And then during that same time, you had Christians as well. Well, there was I can't remember the name of this guy, but a famous Christian pastor or evangelist was talking about the quicker we can get Israel to belong to the Jewish people, the quicker Christ will come. So that narrative has been since. This is why you may hear people like, I don't even know, these white evangelists on God channel. A lot of them talk about this, supporting Israel. The US has to support Israel, this, that, and the third, because that belongs to Israel, because of the Bible, because of the Torah, right? And obviously because they believe this would mean Christ will come back quicker. So all of this is added to it. This is why you get a lot of Christian people kind of, even somebody messaged me on Twitter saying, I'm kind of conflicted that, I'm a Christian, I believe that it belongs to them, but the way they're going about taking this land is not Christian. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, who's ever taken anyone's land in a nice way? It's bound to happen. Even when it was promised in the promised land, in Exodus and Joshua.
Yeah, they were going to be kicking people out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was always going to be like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just a little brief something. So yeah, what's your thoughts?
It's crazy, y'all.
Ben, what are you thinking?
Sorry, can you send to Gina, please?
Yes. You're moving around a bit today, aren't you?
Am I?
Got me to arm day.
Sorry.
They should use again.
I don't know why my Christianity gets involved in this, to be honest. How is there a conflict
Because
with my faith?
Because I guess the general idea is that in the Bible, according to the Bible, Christianity, this and third, that land was promised to the Jews. Do you get what I'm saying? So a lot of people.
So the Jews are my people. Is that what you're saying?
No,
but they're saying by faith though. They should by faith you should just side with.
That's not how it works.
This is it. But unfortunately, this is how it works in a lot of people's households.
Yeah, but they're arguing over land and whose land it is and what and whatnot. Obviously, the way they're going about it, like you're saying, is not necessarily nice. But if you follow the Bible and you believe the Bible and you're a thing Christian, like you can't have any, like it was
theirs.
It's theirs, isn't it?
Yeah,
As far as you're concerned. I'm saying if that's what you subscribe to.
I'm a born again Christian, right? I don't think them people in that land is practicing the stuff that I'm practicing. Do you understand? So when you are insinuating that they're my people, I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not saying that they're your people. I'm saying going by the religion that you follow, it says that land is promised to the Jews. So don't you agree? So you don't agree with everything in your religion?
The Jews that are occupying it right now, is it the same Jews in which it is that?
No, but
I'm just saying. I'm not
That's
agreeing
the
with
question I'm
it.
asking.
I don't know.
No, but you know what? So
if it
even
is you want to
us,
say the law of the Bible, are the Jews that are occupying right now the same Jews that were promised that land?
Of course not.
Then why am I?
No, but this is
It said Jews in
what we're
perpetuity. It
saying.
didn't say this. Didn't talk about. They weren't talking about
Those ones.
certain ones.
But
Of course.
to be fair to them, they'll
The
say
people
that
them.
they are though.
They would say that.
Yeah,
Are they?
100%.
But that's why though it's a political issue. But a lot of Christians take the sides of Israel because for them, just based off the Bible, not based off facts, anything like whatever's going on, based off the Bible, they just feel like that's
Exactly.
my people. Them.
100%.
Sorry, I just can't get enwrapped with
Of course not.
all this bollocks because you're using like oppression in a wild way. Do you understand?
What do you mean?
The Jews in that particular space, no? The Zionists. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Am I mistaken?
No, the Zionist movement.
All right, so the constant oppression that's happening there that we are seeing,
Yeah.
is that a good thing?
It's not a good thing. Whenever you want to claim a land for yourself, it's going to be war, innit? It's going to be casualties. It's going to be all of that stuff, innit? So yeah, it's not definitely not a good thing.
Yeah,
But again, like we were saying, from the Christian standpoint, they believe the land belongs to to Israel. You know what I'm saying? To the Jewish
When
people.
you say Christians, you keep saying Christians as in every
Yeah.
Christian is the same Christian.
Yeah,
Like,
because it's a message that's basically said at a lot of
so
pulpits.
what am I supposed to be doing? What are you telling me I should be doing? I
It's
should
not-
be caring about what is happening over there.
No,
because
I you know already. I don't believe in people should be or supposed to whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just basically saying the narrative from a lot of Christian churches, right, is that because that land, Jerusalem, King David, all of that's narrative, that story, it was promised to the people of the book of the Bible, right? Those Jewish people. And so if it is that you believe that that's the case, then really Israel should have that land. That's basically what the idea is. You know what I'm saying?
when you say that land, you're talking about all of the land that is there, as
Israel.
opposed to just that little strip that they keep on like messing up with.
Not
Not the Gaza.
yeah, not just the Gaza Strip, the entirety of Israel.
Yes.
Because it's
Yeah.
in Israel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I don't know. You asked me what I think about it, right? I'm not.
No, we're not.
I can't be fussed about this. This is not
No, you said you don't understand what Christianity's got to do.
Yeah.
We're just explaining it to you. We're not on that
my
other side.
Christianity. I said my Christianity
Why is your Christianity different from everybody else's?
because it's different. Our understanding of Christianity is not the same.
Fair enough.
Your understanding of Christianity is not the same as my understanding of Christianity.
Fair enough. I didn't put the stories in there. It
And-
says what
and-
it said. I don't.
Yeah, and the people who
I'm not even saying I agree with it. I was just explaining to you why what the correlation is, because you just move like you don't understand. I was just trying to make you.
no, I don't understand why I should be more interested than he's suggesting I should be. Me, Brent.
No, I'm not
Do you
suggesting you
understand?
should be more interested.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah, I
say.
don't think he was suggesting
I'm
that.
not suggesting that at all.
No, but he asked me, what do I think? And I said something, and you all had a problem with it.
No, because again, remember, it's like you said, I don't see the correlation between my Christianity and what's going on there. And I'm telling you why there's a correlation. Why across the world, a lot of Christians believe that it rightfully belongs to the Jews.
All right. So maybe I should have said my focus, as it pertains to my Christianity,
Yeah.
doesn't involve that quote unquote holy land. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
In my head, that's not a secret shrine that God resides in, and I can't access Him. Do you understand?
So do you see? Obviously, I don't want to go too off the thingy, right? But do you see, like, when Christ comes back, do you believe Jerusalem will be a place of significance? Because it is. It's where Christians and Jews make a pilgrimage. You know what I'm saying? Jerusalem is. You know what I'm saying?
But I see all that stuff as religion, though. Like,
yeah,
feeling
100%.
like you're gonna no, but like religion is in your ticket boxes and thinking that
Okay.
that's where Jesus resides. And when you go into that river, the river that Jesus once was baptized in or whatever, is gonna do something magical to your life.
Yeah.
So all of that stuff, personally, I don't subscribe to all that stuff because it just feels like what we doing here. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel like my faith is activated more when I step in Jerusalem.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get what I mean?
But I guess some people just see it as it's a beautiful place to go because you can actually see the places that Christ lived. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be a nice holiday spot, but it's not.
Yeah, it's all of that.
My faith don't come more alive when I'm there.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Didn't it say that when Jesus returned, everybody would see Him?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter where they are in the world.
Doesn't matter where you
everybody will
are.
see Him.
Yeah, but the idea that Zion is in Jerusalem and that the new earth will be there or start there. You know what I'm saying? This is why it means so much to Jewish people and Muslims as well.
Sorry. When you say it means a lot to Jewish people,
Yeah.
I guess I understand why it means a lot to Jewish people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand why it should mean a lot to me. And
Not
you said,
to you, to Christians. So it's not about you personally. Remember, everyone's faith and walk with God is different. Some people don't care about certain things, 100%. So it's not a you thing. It's more so a Christian thing. Because like I said, on the pulpit, pastors around the world, especially in America anyway, are talking about Israel belongs to the Jewish people. And in our prayers, let's support them. Do you get where I'm coming from? And that's why this is something that's becomes a religious debate as well.
these same pastors
Yes.
that pray for the Jewish people, is it the Jewish people that they feel are descendants of the same promise?
I believe so, yeah.
And those same people who are occupying the land currently are saying that they're descendants,
The Jewish people there or the Palestinians, you mean?
the Jewish people.
Yeah, but they're all like kind of like one people. The majority anyway, but there are Jewish people they're like black Jews there as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's Jewish people. A lot of people who practice Judaism are there as well. So it's not just the European Jews, if that's what you're asking.
you said they're all one people, the Jewish people and the Palestinians?
No, they're not one people. They fight.
So what did you say?
No, you asked about the Jewish people there, innit? And I'm saying the Jewish people there are different people who practice Judaism and identify as Jews, right, who are black, for example, that are also in Israel. So it's not just a European Jew.
Okay, so different types of Jews.
Yeah, basically.
And they all feel as though they're descendants of this promise.
Yeah, they believe so, yeah.
Well, no power to them, innit?
Yeah. Because when you look at it, especially if you look into the history, you remember like that area has been sacked quite a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like the Babylonians, the Romans were there. There's just been so many times in history where there's been a displacement of those people who lived there originally. So really, especially when the Bible talks about all tribes one day coming back home, those tribes will look very different to how they looked back then, potentially. You know what I'm saying? Because this is thousands of years ago, thousands of years of mixing. You know what I'm saying? There's black Jews, there's as in black that look like us. There's lighter blacks. There's Europeans. There's all over the place.
Okay, then. So whether you subscribe to that way of thinking or not, yeah, like regardless, literally, if you believe that, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. Yeah. Does it justify the treatment of the people of Palestine?
I don't think it justifies that at all. I don't think it justifies that. But as we've seen in history, give it 100 years and everyone forgets about it. Look what happened in Tasmania. Like, the entire people have been wiped out by white people. They killed them off. No one cares about it no more. So eventually, it's just part and parcel of war and taking people's land. So let's just say Israel win this war, for example. In 100 years' time, no one's going to care that there was atrocities and this was nice or this was... They're just going to see Israel. That's it. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just... Unfortunately, it's just one of those things, man. Because everyone who claimed the landmass today on this planet has either been an original native from there, or they killed someone and they're defending that land as their own.
So what you're saying is because it's been happening from the beginning of time, it's karma. The only difference is we're kind of watching it play in real time.
I think so. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just basically saying that's just the natural order of things. Everyone's done it. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because it's happening in our time right now. We're seeing it in real life. We're seeing families decimated, people killed for nothing. It's foolishness. But what's annoying about it is that we are able to identify who are some of the key players, and that's the Brits. They've done this. Europe have done this all over the world. They've done this all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So
the danger now is the alliances that Israel has, and how they are still armed and stuff by these countries to oppress Palestine.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's not good. But again, obviously there's no Israelis in the room, right? But like, they would not see it as them being oppressed. They will see it as, wait a minute, yes.
Who would not see them as being oppressed? Oh, you mean the Israelis wouldn't see it as they're oppressing?
Yeah, they won't see it.
They would see it as what?
They'll just see it as they're defending their land. Because at the end of the day, the way they see it is, at least if I can try and speak for them, right, is they got the declaration, fine, we've agreed that this is going to be our part, this is going to be the Arab part, right? And we're not going to interfere too much, this and the third. But in 1948, there was the Palestinians who fought because they didn't like what happened. And they have a right to do that because, like, wait a minute, why you got a state that infringes on our land? So they're fighting back. And since that fight, since these particular things, since 1967 war, since the Yom Kippur war, all of these fights, the Israelis will see it as, wait a minute, there was an agreement. Yeah, exactly. Since then, we've tried to keep these agreements, but then we get what happened on the weekend. You see what I'm saying? So they'll see it as, we're not oppressing you. This is just happening over and over and over.
It's easy with the stance that Hamas and the man they took because they're not on. They're saying there's never no peace, never no squashing it. They're saying like
exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say? That is their attitude towards it. Whether, I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but I'm saying that's the stance that they're taking, innit?
Yeah.
Like they ain't on no fuckeries. They're saying no, this is wrong. This is what we're doing. Like fuck yous up. Ain't no compromise.
Good morning.
Morning, you lot. It's Ramsey, you lot good?
Yes, Ramsey, we're saying, right?
How are you?
Man, I am not good. I've been sick all night, but I saw this topic and I had to call in, bruv. So allow me for a little bit, I'm fucked.
That's all right.
I feel like Emmanuel, because I missed everything because I literally just woke up.
Yeah.
Why are you so caught up on religion?
Because that's one of the motivating factors for why Israel has so much support. It's because of
One of the
religion.
biggest things they're using to justify
Yeah,
their
it's
behavior.
because of religion. They believe, remember,
Yeah.
they believe, right? A lot of scholars don't even acknowledge Israel as being a real state during the time of King David, right?
It's not
But-
a real state. There is no Israel. It's Palestine.
No, prior to, we're not talking about Palestine in the 18th, 19th century. We're talking
No,
about...
I'm telling you now. There is no Israel. It's Palestine.
Yeah, but are you saying that during King David's time?
No, I'm telling you now. That right now there is no Israel. It's Palestine, and that's the way I'm moving with all of this. And regardless whether it's they feel it's justified
Yeah.
by religion, the genocide, the apartheid, the racism, the disgusting treatment of what they've done just because the British handed them land in when was that, 1946 or something.
Yeah.
Just because the British said, here you lot go, take that, and they've come up with this rule saying any Jew from any land can come and literally occupy any land, any house in Palestine, bruv. That can't be justified for religion. None of the killings, none of the children dying, and it's definitely not a war. Because when you say war, you're insinuating that both sides are equal. It's a genocide.
No,
Palestine has.
What's going to have to do
No,
with
but
though?
I feel like the word itself insinuates that there's a fighting chance on both sides. There isn't. It's not Ukraine and Russia. It's one country who's already been colonized with no arms, no support, no infrastructure for healthcare, no infrastructure for army, getting battered by like 20 different countries.
You know, Hamas is being supported by Iran, though. So remember,
Yeah,
so it's not as simple as just people being there like and just being attacked like that, innit? You know what I'm saying? And also, again, just to be fair, remember what happened over the weekend. Israel didn't start that particular thing. You know what I'm saying? So this is what
that doesn't matter. They did start that. They started that over 100 years ago. So they started it by killing their people for over 100 years consistently. This is the first time since the Nakba where there's been loads of deaths on the Israeli side. Yet people are treating it like I was watching a lot of videos yesterday on Sky News.
Yeah.
And they were humanizing the victims who died in Israel. Obviously, innocent people shouldn't die.
Yeah.
But then not once have I ever seen them humanize any child, any doctor, any innocent family member on the Palestinian side who die on a consistent basis. There's consistent treatment, there's consistent killings. They have, I think through certain checkpoints, they have gun turrets which follow your face. So if you make one false move, they just shoot you. Like they use Israel as almost like a guinea pig to try different new arms to kill Palestinians for fun. And I feel like the whole thing is just mad. No one cares about, in my opinion, no one cares about brown people and no one cares about black people. When you think about genocide, you think of World War II, but no one talks about this modern day genocide, Israel and Palestine. No one cares about the Palestinian side. But sorry, I'm kind of going off on a tangent. But it's the same for Congo when the Belgian prince was just killing black people for rubber and no one cares. The whole thing's disgusting.
So, Israel's racist? Why don't you lead with that?
Yeah.
They don't like me.
Israel is racist. They've been categorized as an apartheid state. So they've been categorically racist towards Palestinians and Muslims.
Bro.
Yes.
It's always free Palestine.
Free Palestine, bro. Sorry, man.
It's always free
bombing Syria right
Palestine.
now.
100%.
I'm on. Sorry, Grabs, go on.
It's always free Palestine. What they called Amnesty have said Israel is an apartheid state, but no one cares. No one cares. And a part of me is thinking it's more than religion, because most of these countries, we say England's Christian, but it's not, because it's all nasty. None of them practice that religion.
It's not Christian.
I feel like there's something more to it.
It's a different kind
No,
of
that's the thing that Emmanuel was saying.
Thank you.
We back them because the land belongs to the Jews or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like they're using that as an excuse and a catalyst to do what they're doing.
But who's using that
But
as an
most of
excuse,
these-
though? Because you
America,
have to remember.
UK.
You have to remember that the Zionists chose that particular land for a reason. Why did they choose that particular land? It's all because of biblical prophecy. That's what it is. It's religion. That's what it is. So we can't get away from it.
It's used as an excuse.
No, but you can call it an excuse. They will say it's a justified reason. They believe it's their divine right to be there. Do you get where I'm coming from?
If it's an excuse or a reason it's being used, that's why it's a part of it.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't justify it from a human standpoint, but that's what, like, if you're just talking facts, that's what it is, isn't it? That's what's going on. That's what they're going to use. That's what they're going to say. That's what it is. Because it's written in scripture. It's from the blood clot beginning of whenever. So that's what it is.
But I'm saying that because you can't separate it from religion. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the motivation. That's what makes them believe we will eventually win this because God is on our side. So when you take away that and just say, oh, it's more so just, them trying to be bad, subjugate and oppress them and this and the third, that's not the entirety of the story. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm not on the Israeli side. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We talk all the time, innit? But it's just one of those things where it's like, how do you kind of like choose how to sort this out? Because is this one of those things where it's unavoidable? This is just inevitably what's going to happen. And eventually, Palestine is going to be gone. Is that just the reality of life? Is that something that we're just going to accept?
No.
So what's going to happen, though? What's going to happen, though?
No. So the only reason, the book I read about it said that the current hierarchy and power infrastructure in regards to America being the top dog in regards to the world's power will soon enough change because of Chinese infrastructure, right? Because Chinese economy is booming, yeah? So once they stop trading oil in dollars and they start trading oil in other currencies, UK will fail to be a powerhouse, yeah? Now, if China and India go together, India will more than likely shift power because India has no interest and China has no interest in Israel. So I feel like there could be a chance where power will start to shift. And even on top of that, when you deal with someone as self-entitled, selfish, disgusting, as what Israel are doing, and they're bullying this little country, it makes you feel they're not going to move to Christians next. I sent you the video of them spitting on Christians the other week. So the other Christians are just practicing their religion peacefully, and just Jews in the street are just spitting on them.
Serious?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
We didn't lead with that.
Search it up. Search it up.
Free Palestine.
They're spitting on them. I feel like they're just going to move to the other minority in Israel, which is Christians.
We're going to get pulled down.
When you allow a bully to do what they're doing and hurt and bully one small person, it's going to move to the next one. They're going to want, all right, we don't want Muslims here, fuck Muslims. I'm just going to move to someone else who wants to be a holy Jewish place. There's so many reasons for them not to live, as well as them just being devils. Like. And when I say them, I'm talking about the government, I'm talking about the Zionists, not normal Jewish people. However, I feel like if you're a normal Jew and you moved over to Israel just because you can and you can take over someone's house, then your morality is wrong.
I'm glad you said that, because how do you separate the two? Everyone likes to talk about, it's just the Zionists, or let's talk about the Zionists. No, the two go hand in hand, because one benefits from the other. It's just like when ISIS take over certain lands and Muslims, for example, move in there. They benefited from ISIS's decisions.
They're wrong.
You know what I'm saying? It's exactly the same thing.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, this is a bit of a mad one, man.
But last thing before I go, because I'm fucked. It's going to get to a point now, I think, and we said this as well, Manuel, where even wearing a Palestine badge or wearing Palestine merch or wearing anything like that is going to it's going to be seen as being anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
And you know me, Iman. At work, I wear my badge in it. I got bare Palestinian merch, so I'm ready for smoke 24/7. But it's good. All the time.
Don't talk too much, Ramsey, bro.
All the time. No, you know, I'm saying you've seen me at work. You've seen me go to work. I wear my badge everywhere. So yeah, I'm down for the smoke.
This is
interesting.
interesting.
That's all I got.
Ramsey, you're Muslim, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is this where the vim is coming from? Because you're not
That's
Palestinian.
Interesting. No. That's a very good question, actually. What you're going to find, or what the pattern is most Muslim countries have unadulterated news access from the Palestinian side and have been growing up with seeing Palestinians die. So you have Al Jazeera who've been filming it. Like I remember I was like 8 or maybe 6 years old, seeing I think it was a dad protecting his son from gunfire. And the Israeli soldier just went for the kid and shot the kid, as opposed to going for the dad, and then it's just left with the dad holding his dead son. Like it's trigger warning. And I remember that's ingrained in my head, and I remember thinking, like, why is this happening? So what you tend to see is Moroccans, Algerians, any other Muslim country have access to the war on the Palestinian side, as opposed to this media now, which is picking and choosing what they want to show from Israel. Oh, last thing is the fact that Israel's infrastructure got usurped by a poor country like Palestine is crazy.
So you're leading into the conspiracy
What was the conspiracy? I missed it.
that this wasn't really them busting through, but they were allowed through.
Who?
Oh, that's hard. I don't care how they did it. I don't care how
So
they
that
did
they
it.
can
It
basically
makes.
now justify the backlash.
Oh, what you're saying? Israel did it to themselves.
No, I know what you're talking about now. He's basically saying that Israel knew this attack would happen.
Yeah.
Because basically they have one of the best, apparently, best militaries in the world.
They do.
There's
No, they do.
way.
They do.
Yeah, so there's no way they didn't foresee
see it
this
coming.
happening. So they've allowed it to happen, right? To then be like, okay, cool. You see what these people are doing? Retaliation. Let's destroy them now.
I don't think so.
basically what
I don't. It's such huge collateral damage. I think 700 Israelis dying and 2,000 more injured is too much of a risk.
Compare that
I
to
don't think that's it.
compare that to potentially millions of people living in Israel with no issues. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know about that. I think they're gonna say that to save face. No one's infallible. Nothing's impregnable. Innit? All it takes is willpower and hate, and people bust right through. If you've been holding people down for over 100 years, they're gonna find a way, bruv. They've just been waiting. So this is only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So you qualifying it as hate?
I'm qualifying it as revenge, hate, what's the other word? Inevitable, everything. You've been holding people down for years. You've been killing their daughters, you've been killing their sons, their mums, their brothers, they're for nothing, for banter. There's videos of soldiers just shooting people for nothing. Oh no, he was attacking me. Yeah, all that hate, all that pent up rage of seeing generations upon generations, and you're living in poverty because there's one country for no reason. You were just born into it. That's a different type of hate, bruv. That's a different type that breeds different type of terrorist groups.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ramsey.
Yes, thank you very much for
No
calling,
worries,
man.
man.
Feel better soon.
Peace. Thank you. All right, peace.
All right, people. Obviously, according to the poll's gone, but you got rid of it.
It's still there.
Or is it? Okay, cool. 10% according to the poll, right? Last time I checked, or 11%.
It's 12.
12%.
12. It's promised Israel.
Yeah.
Israel. It's promised land. 8% Hamas attacked unprovoked. 55% Israel are guilty, and 25% both of them are imposters.
So half of the voters are pro-Palestine. 10% are basically in favor of this being Israel's land. Obviously, you don't have to say who you are, whatever. But if you are pro-Israel, do you mind calling up so we can hear that side of the argument as well?
They never know who they are.
But yeah, man.
I have a thing where is I can actually disguise your voice. So if you can send me like a message beforehand, if it is that you want me to disguise your voice, then I will.
Yeah, man. This is just a crazy situation. At the end of the day, unfortunately, loads of civilians are just going to be casualties in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't know how this is going to get better. I feel like this is just going to be another situation, unfortunately, where more and more land is going to go to Israel, like has been the case with other wars, other battles since 1948.
It's not going to get better because the Palestinian people ain't going to get support for the people where they need it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And Israel's backed by America and England and everybody else. And eventually, I think, like what you're saying, I think we'll watch it play out in real time. It might take a long time, but eventually they'll just get the whole place, innit?
Yeah.
I don't want it to turn into like World War III though, because you might have the Muslim states now saying they're gonna back Palestine.
Potentially.
Yeah. And then obviously them other pagans are gonna get involved. It's gonna be a back and forth. I even read an article saying that there was two Polish military jets that were looking to remove the Polish citizens from there before. Obviously they got injured and whatnot. And obviously there were rockets being fired at the airport, and then the Iron Dome was obviously blocking it. But if it is that one of those particular jets goes down, Poland might now say, "Nah, I'm getting involved."
International event, innit?
Do you understand? That's what I fear. UAPs, this, Russia. It's like a cauldron.
Yeah, it's bubbling.
People-
But there's a lot going on in the world right now. Like conflicts like all over the world. Ukraine, Russia. Now you got Israel, Palestine kicking off again. I think China, Taiwan, and that. Like there's loads going on in the world right now. So it's probably gonna bubble over soon enough. Just have to pick a side and get a gun, baby.
Obviously, as you said, you're free Palestine.
Yeah, always. I mean, like I said, I'm not like super well versed on everything, but I've seen enough, and I've seen the way that they've just been going there and displacing people from their homes and just treating people, and just my general humanity is just not rocking with that, whatever the reasons are, whether it's justified or not, whether it's holy or not, whether it's legal or not, whatever it may be. I just don't rock with that shit. But I've always been like anti-establishment and that like that. Like I understand where the concept of terrorism and stuff come from. You know what I'm trying to say? Like people that are being downtrodden and bullied and persecuted and all that kind of stuff, and then they stand up for themselves, and it's going against the powers that be. You know what I'm trying to say? And then all of a sudden they get vilified and marginalized and called names, when really majority of these people are just freedom fighters fighting for what they believe in. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So I don't really let media influence me to see them as a certain type of way. Obviously, like war and stuff and terrorism stuff's real, innit? Like if there was like a quote unquote terrorist attack and it affected me or my family, I'm gonna feel how I'm feeling or whatever. But for the most part, like I get it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you can't be bombing people every day and killing people every day and mowing them down and doing all this stuff. These people are essentially using rocks and stones to fight back. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and then you vilify them, and I buy into that as well and treat them like they're the most horrible people in the world. I'm not really here for that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I always represent the underdog. So, for the most part, I'm always gonna be with the rebels. Then.
Good point by Vaughn. Obviously, the Western media machine, has quote unquote us supporting Ukraine, right? In this, but then they're vilifying Palestine in this particular scenario. Do you understand?
What are you saying?
You must have something to gain. That's why I asked about that confirmed, about he supporting Israel and stuff. They must have something to gain from it, because I feel like it just seems very political. Because I didn't even know supporting Israel was a thing until I got into this conversation. All I ever see is about freeing Palestine and justice for Palestine and all that kind of stuff. So the fact that the government, this is what they're doing, I mean, they must have something to gain.
Yeah, but it's the people who say that. When you see like the Free Palestine stuff, it's the people. It's not the government. It's not an initiative that's pushed in like the government or do that. America and they've been in bed with Israel for how long? Israel's tiny. It's a new state. It's not even like the kind of technology they got, the weapons they got, like the money they got. It's from the support of people. Like they're propped up to be what 100%. They are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That so that Free Palestine sentiment ain't come from the actual countries. It comes from the people.
But then you think about like the whole Ukraine stuff though. The government were like, oh, Ukraine just for Ukraine, and that spilled over to the people. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes I do feel like the government can sway all the propaganda and whatnot, can sway how it is. That
but they've done that even with the Ukraine stuff. They ain't give us all the information. You get what I'm trying to say? Like they ain't spoke about treaties and things that Ukraine broke. You get me? To even get us here with Russia. They don't let you know that like the east of Ukraine, like half the country was in support with Russia. Like half of them see themselves as Russians anyway. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like they don't let us know that all my man ever said was like, "You lot fall back. You get me? Leave Ukraine alone. Don't try and make it join the UN. Do what you promised. Wouldn't add any more countries, and we'll be cool." Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like they just start the story from where Russia's gone off, but Russia ain't gone off for no reason. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, so all these things is just the way the media and the propaganda, the way it's spread. This is what all they're doing, and it's like I said, the West, America, England are at the helm of all of it, and it's all fuckeries. You get me? From the jump to the dunk. That's just the truth of it. Well, that's my stance on it anyway. You get me? The lizards are taking the piss.
But see, this is what happens when obviously when certain people are in positions of power and they're able to influence certain governments to do this. This is what happens. It's like they've attacked it from so many different angles. You know what I'm saying? So again, like the Rothschilds were doing a lot of work behind the scenes to make Israel a real thing, a reality for its people. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why Balfour was talking to Rothschild. There's a reason why they sat down and had this thing ironed out prior to, you know what I mean, like independence for Palestine and all that. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's the Rothschilds behind this.
They're 100% influential.
All right, that's
100%.
why. That's why America's up the bam bam.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe. Yeah,
They
he wrote a
run
letter.
America.
He wrote a letter to Rothschild, to Lord Rothschild at the time. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? You all right?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
All good. Can't complain.
Well, that's really cool.
Speak to us. What's your
I'm enjoying.
thoughts?
So basically, this whole thing is unavoidable because it's only so long I believe people can be pushed before they retaliate. And this has been going on for years, right? What Mum was saying just now with the US and England being involved, correct? Because there's a journalist, because I keep up with what's going on in Palestine and stuff, and there was a journalist basically saying that America are invested in what's going on and they're not going to choose human rights. You know? And this is what's being openly said in the Israeli news.
Right.
So we're not seeing what's actually like the full extent. They're actually looking at these people. They're boycotting them. They're threatening them on the news or live. So it's like bad.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah, are you a religious person?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind saying what?
I
Joke.
I know it's good. High level, please. High level.
High level.
Yeah.
All right.
Pardon? Joe, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, like, do you see
What were you asking me?
do you see how religion plays into this?
Religion, yeah, I do. But it's not just religion. It's, I mean, it is and it isn't. Because I believe that they were their land where they originated from, like Bailey's, it was near the Qumran Mountains, if I'm correct, if I've pronounced it correctly, where they found the Dead Sea Scrolls. So their land was a lot smaller. It wasn't the whole of that area, because that was Mesopotamia. So I just think they just come in and use that as an excuse. I think they've planned it from before, and they used World War II as an excuse to take it.
I hear you.
So, yeah,
We're fighting for that place from the Crusades.
I think it is very spiritual.
Exactly.
So
Holy wars, how long they've been scuffing for this place from the beginning. Of beginning.
Exactly.
This is why I'm saying it's religion.
It wasn't.
It's all because of religion. Everyone's viewed Jerusalem as the holy land.
But it wasn't. Yeah, but it wasn't Jerusalem before.
Oh, okay.
You go back to the scriptures.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure they were wandering outside the cities, right, before they actually entered. They were wandering around the mountain area.
Yeah, but according to that same scriptures, right? They once God gave them Jerusalem. Once it became their holy land, right? They see it as theirs, like it's claimed. You know what I'm saying? So
but you can't. Okay, it's okay. This is my personal belief, and I'm just gonna outright say it. When you send out the Vatican Church, when you send out Knights Templars to collect every scripture and all the knowledge around the world as much as you can, right? And then you look it up in the Vatican Church, and you release this, this one copy or numerous copies, you then have the monopoly on knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, have they? I personally think it's been edited quite, in some areas to make them seem like the chosen people. To take the glory for themselves.
Interesting.
Because why would you hide scripts 52 miles underground, underneath the Vatican, and then make the Vatican its own sovereign?
Yeah, but that's, I guess that's just the power of the Catholic Church, isn't it? The Vatican, like you're saying. But then, what's the incentive? What's the incentive for the Catholics, or for the Vatican, I should say, to yeah, go on.
To control and whitewash everything.
But why do they need Jerusalem to do that? Why couldn't they do that from Rome?
But they did it to Rome, though, because Rome was not always Catholic. They did it all around the world, actually. The Middle East was Babylonian. You had the Sumerians, you had the Aztecians, you had the Egyptians had their own religions, you had the Romans, the Greeks. They had their own, they're now known as mythologies. So they did it all around the world.
Yeah.
The Great Inquisition, the Great Resets, it's happened, numerous times.
Yeah. All right.
And each time, people's origins and history gets erased.
100%. Unfortunately. All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate your call, man.
Andrea, make sure you call in when it is that we start talking about other things. That
do you know what? I have to be so careful with what I say.
Yeah,
you know me.
obviously.
But yeah.
You've done well.
Okay. Well. Thanks. I didn't say anything bad, right?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
All right, later.
Bye.
I think Ed, the line is clear. You can call in. But yeah, I thought he was about to say something.
Oh no.
Oh. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's a crazy situation, man. It's a crazy situation. I just don't know how this is going to get better. That's the main thing at the forefront of my mind. I just don't know how this is going to get better.
Is it going to get better though?
I don't think it will. I think this will, like, put it this way: Israel will not U-turn. Not gonna happen. Impossible. Exactly, and they don't need to. They're closer to the finish line than the start. So
lucky Saladin ain't there.
Go, what do you call that?
Morning, people.
Good morning. You right?
Yeah, best. It's Ed.
Yes, Ed. Speak to us.
What's it called? I'm just gonna dive straight in because I missed like the last 20 minutes or so because I was in a meeting still. But so sorry if I'm repeating. Yes, if I'm repeating whatever someone else has said, my bad. Yeah, but I just gotta let go off my chest real quick. So that the big thing, obviously, that you're making about it, man, is about how it's Jew Muslim, like it's a religious thing. Yeah, and I'm not saying that maybe it doesn't have any sort of connotations to it, but whatsoever. I'm not saying it don't have no connotations, but that's probably something on the lower end of the actual scale of things as to why this thing's even happened in the first place. Okay. Like the biggest issue that is looked upon is it's looked at like, think of it like it's obviously, like you said, Zionism. Like Jews look at themselves as a race. It's not just as a religion. And you look at it from that perspective of, like, say, any sort of occupation by a race of people. It's that same sort of thing. So even if you think of Palestine, originally it wasn't like, oh hey, there's loads of Muslims coming after them. It was just Palestinian people, coming together, say like the IRA or whatever, going, hey, we don't want these people trying to take over our space, just as people, not as our religion, because they've lived previously for how many centuries or whatever, they've lived peacefully together, so they've never had no beef beforehand. It's just now that Israel have come in and gone, okay, now this is ours, we're taking this. Palestinians are fighting for their land. They're not fighting for. They're not going. Oh yeah, I'm fighting for my religion here. I'm fighting for my land. Like I'm fighting for my home. It's not. You know, it's not contextually. It's not so much to do with religion and that. From what I know of the thing.
But
it gets go on.
I hear you, yeah, but two things, yeah. You said they live peaceably together prior to this, yeah. But if you go back to like prior to the First World War, under the Ottomans, right, there wasn't many Jewish people there, right? If you compare to the amount of people.
I'm not saying there was like, I'm not saying it's the exact same amount of people, but I'm just saying in terms of the small Jewish population that was there, coexisted alongside the Arab, the majority Arab population. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that literally the exact same numbers.
I don't think you can escape religion. Yes, people are fighting for their home and for their rights because they're being displaced. But it's like what you're saying. If you're a Muslim person, you watch Al Jazeera growing up, or if you actually lived through it, being there and seeing the discrimination and the persecution of Muslim people and Arabs or whatever, as far as that's the only. If they was Jewish, that wouldn't be happening. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That's like a common denominator there. Like I think it's entrenched.
But that's
hand in hand. Huh?
Yeah, but I think that's what then is pushed. Then that's the narrative is pushed. Like what you're saying, Muggs, where it's saying it's like, oh, it's the Jews coming after these Muslims. It's like, nah, like trust me, if they weren't Muslims, the Jews would still be Israel would be coming after them regardless. It's not. It's not to do with. They didn't come there for revolution. They're going for who is there. But the narrative gets pushed as Judaism versus Islam, and that creates the divide between Jewish people and Muslim people. You know, and then anyone else in between. You know, that's then that propaganda that creates that, and then those behind the scenes, you know, gaslight those fires to try and make it us against them, and it's about and then sort of try and justify and try to use that BS to justify the thing. It's like, oh well, you know, they're coming after.
The thing is, Eddie, that's a good point. You're right about that. Yeah. Like it didn't need to be Palestinians; it could have been anybody. And to be fair, this is another point. And one of the big things that annoys me, to be honest with you, right, is when they were kind of deciding on Israel, what is Israel today anyway, as being the homeland for the Jewish occupation. During, I think it was around Herzl's time, so this is like early 19th century, early 1900s, right? They chose Uganda. Uganda was a consideration. It's funny that Uganda's independence today. So Uganda was one of those places that people sat down and said, you know what, let's make Uganda the homeland for the Jews. Do you know how crazy and arrogant that is? This is insane. So imagine if it wasn't Israel today, where, you know, that they're fighting for, it could be Uganda. It could be Israel right now fighting people from Uganda, which is in Africa. It's insane.
Yeah,
but the other thing I wanted to mention to you, Eddie, is, and the reason why I keep mentioning the religion thing is because I remember personally sitting down watching an interview with the current Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, and he said Israel is ours. And you know the reason why he said it is because he said 3,000 years ago, right? King David, that was King David's land. He ruled that area. Nobody in the history talks about King David unless you're referring to the scriptures. There's no history books talking about. Granted, I think there's a stele somewhere that mentions the rule of King David or one of the kings afterwards, right?
Stele?
But yeah, like a like stone thingy. Yeah, right. I think there is that, right? But that's just proof of their existence. But no scholar actually speaks of Israel being that big, number one. And number two, they're not fully believing that entire area. Like you said, right, or I think Andrea before mentioned belong to Israel as a whole categorically. But I mentioned that only just to say that Netanyahu has said that that's our land because King David was there 3,000 years ago and it was ours from since then. That's religion. That's biblical talk right there. You know what I'm saying? So you can't escape the religious part of it. That's the motivating factor for them. That it was promised to us, we were there before, because remember it was promised from Exodus times, right? Joshua came in, they took over the land, Israel was established. Again, I'm just using the biblical narrative here. King David, King Solomon, all that type of stuff, that's their area, and it was theirs. But then obviously they were sacked at many different times. They had the Babylonians come in, they had the Romans come in, this, that, and the third, fine. And that's why they keep pointing back to that. But they're pointing back to scripture you see what I'm saying? So, like you rightly said, even if it wasn't the Palestinians there, even if there wasn't Muslims there, they would have always come back and said, God gave us this divine right to that land. And this is the issue.
No, I hear your logic, what you're saying. But this is what I mean where I'm saying that's the propaganda side of it. It's the same way like Tony Blair came out and was like, oh, God told me to go and invade Afghanistan or Iraq and blah, blah, blah. Like it's that thing of they're using that as a sort of as a crutch to sort of be able to go, no, but look, we got this to say that we can do this. But even if you go back to like when the thing was happening back in whatever it was, the 30s, 40s, when this was first sort of the British were saying, hey, yeah, we'll let Jewish settlers come. The British weren't being like, hey, you can come and have the whole thing. The Britain were like, no, here's this section for you.
That's true.
And they were trying to even like cap migration there and things from what I used to reading that. They was like trying to be like, no, you can't have this, you can't have so many people. The Jews don't know, no, we want more people, and took it by force. And Britain obviously, not because of sort of certain relationship they had, couldn't or didn't, step in and do anything.
You're right about that.
So I'm sitting there like, yeah.
But the only thing I'll say to that is you have to remember that even though the Brits said have this land, right, and leave this, and don't interfere with the Palestinians, they shouldn't be persecuted for their religious beliefs, ethnic this, that, and the third, right? You're right. Remember, they had the Nakba though. In 1948, they had that war where the Arabs said, wait a minute, this isn't right. You shouldn't be having any part of this land, really. This is all ours.
Yeah.
And because of that fight back, that pushback, Israel's now, at least from their perspective, they see it as, wait a minute, this is the reason why we are pushing back also and claiming more land. Because really, if someone comes to your house, right, and they only want the kitchen, and they're able to defeat you, and you leave the house, they ain't just going to stay in the kitchen. They're going to take the entirety of the house. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what happened in those wars. So every war, subsequently, has just been more ground being given to Israel. You know what I'm saying? But they will say it's not their fault because they didn't start that first Arab-Israel war. But yeah.
Yeah, but no, I do what you're saying. I'm not disputing that. Yeah, that's what I mean. But both sides will be able to say that same thing of the Palestinians were originally able to go, well, if it weren't for maybe a small militia of settler Jews coming trying to be like, hey, we want some more land, they wouldn't have then gone, all right, well, we need to defend this in the first place because they're clearly trying to come and take more land.
Yeah.
It's that. So you got both sides going, being able to say, oh, well, you started this. Obviously, you can be like, yes, maybe 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a thing of, but in terms of now where it's escalated to, as much you can be like, oh, hey, well, we both hit each other first. It's like, well, now my man's hitting him with freaking RPGs, while I'm still using my fists. It's like that. You gotta go, all right, well, maybe there's, this is skewed into someone else's favor, and then on top of that, those who obviously allowed Israel in the first place to sort of become as powerful as it's become now are in the situation where they can't even pull it back because they've given Israel too much in terms of its own power in that region, and it's become such a strategic partner as well. They can't even come in. US and Britain can't even be like, yo, we need to, you lot are kind of moving a bit too tough on these lot. You need to relax a bit because now Israel like, well, if you dare come at us like that, we're now gonna screw you over in terms of all the resources you got, all the gateways you got out to the Middle East and blah blah blah. So it's a thing of like, at the end of the day, yeah, you can go, one part, both parties played their part in maybe starting the issue, but one party is definitely taking things a lot further, and still try to play the victim card when the underdog is going like, yo, like we ain't having this anymore, and siding with some of the obviously the far right the extremist groups and whatnot to go toe to toe and all that.
Yeah, you're right, man. It's a crazy situation, man. But
Have you heard of the term mowing the lawn?
Yeah.
No.
There's a term that they say, I don't know where it comes from. They say that it's with regarding the Israel and Palestine thing, it's like mowing the lawn or mowing the grass, like every few years or whatever, they get into war with them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, keep going back. Yeah.
So they can get their infrastructure, their weapons, whatever, like just mash them up little pieces. You know what I'm saying? Just so it's just stuff's been happening from like
that's true.
A lot of it's by design, to be totally honest with you.
I think so too, 100%. But yeah, man, thank you very much for that, Ed, man. Appreciate the call.
All right. Yeah, come on, bro. All right, take it easy. All right, peace.
Yes. All right, man. I feel like we can move on from there, man. I feel like, again, we're going to end up talking about this further down the week, probably, because of all that's happening. But
because more stuff's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
But just quickly, though, how do you feel about this what the government is saying, that they're going to use the full force of the law to persecute anybody that's in support of
It's ridiculous.
Palestine?
It's absolutely ridiculous. But I don't expect anything less. Because it's the same. I may be saying something crazy now. But no, but I feel like it's the same influence that got Corbyn out of Labour, right? The same influence that makes it so you can't have any type of criticism towards Israel as a state. The same influence is the same influence behind the British government saying that. You know what I'm saying? It happens in so many different facets of our everyday life. So I'm not surprised. It's why people are scared. Everyone's scared of getting cancelled, this, that, and the. It's the same force that's oppressing people and having everyone have to think twice about what they can say. So I'm not surprised. But I think it's disgusting, though. Why can't somebody support, have an alternative view? Why? It's ridiculous. But yeah. Anyway.
All right, let's get into our next headlines.
All right, so our next headline kind of leads on from the topic of the day, and this is a trigger warning here. This is about a British man who was serving in the Israeli army, and he's been killed in an attack by Hamas militants, right? Apparently, a second Briton who was visiting the country is also feared dead as well. So Corporal Nathanel Young, who's 20 from London, was a soldier in the 13th Battalion. This according to the Israeli Defense Forces. His family shared a post on Facebook saying that they were heartbroken, adding that our little brother Nathanel Young was tragically killed in the Gaza border yesterday. A second British man in Israel is also missing from the area of the attacks and is feared dead. Dan Darlington is originally from the UK but was living in Germany and had been visiting Israel. Mr. Young was a former pupil at JFS, was a Jewish mixed comprehensive school in Kenton in North London, and he was living in the Bayit Shel Benji home for lone IDF soldiers in the north of Tel Aviv. This according to Jewish News. Mr. Young's family said in a tribute that Nathaniel was full of life and the life of the party. He carried the nickname DJ on base and at Benji's house. He loved his family and his friends and was loved by everyone. He loved music and was a talented DJ.
Interesting. This whilst this is going on, we might have to check other news sources other than westernized.
Yeah, definitely.
Veneers, right? Because we're gonna see a lot of these British people getting killed and this, that, and the next, innit? But nothing on the other end.
Yeah, 100%. Next headline. According to a US think tank, recent satellite photos show a sharp increase in rail traffic along the North Korea and Russia border, which is indicating the North is supplying munitions to Russia. So speculation about a possible North Korean plan to refill Russia's munition stores drained in its protracted war with Ukraine flared last month, when the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un traveled to Russia to meet Vladimir Putin and visit key military sites. We spoke about that. Foreign officials suspect that Kim is seeking sophisticated Russian weapons technologies in return for the munitions to boost his nuclear program. Given that Kim and Putin discussed some military exchanges and cooperation at their recent summit, the dramatic increase in rail traffic likely indicates North Korea's supply of arms and munitions to Russia. This is according to Beyond Parallel, the website run by the Washington-based Center for Strategic and International Studies, a think tank. They also said, however, the extensive use of tarps to cover the shipping crates and containers and equipment makes it impossible to conclusively identify what is seen at the Tomagang rail facility. And the last headline takes us to Congo, where the family of the legendary Congolese guitarist Lokassa Mbongo said that they're going through unbearable pain and humiliation as they wait for the government to help bury him almost 6 months after his death. Lokassa's body is lying in a morgue in the DRC capital, Kinshasa, after being flown back from the US in accordance with his wish to be buried in his home country. His son, Andre Marie Lokassa, was speaking to the BBC and said that the government had promised to help organize a funeral that would be worthy of the music star's name, but it had so far failed to do so. A local charity for artists, however, said that the disputes within the family had led to this delay and that it wasn't, the government. Mr. Lokassa told the BBC that the family had submitted a budget request of $75,000 to the government for funeral costs, but it's yet to be approved, which is leaving the family in limbo. He also said that it's a humiliation, and we're just going to basically call it that. With the morgue bill having already passed $4,000, the family hopes to bury Mr. Lokassa by mid-October, even if the government's help is not forthcoming. This is what his son said. If things continue to drag on, we'll be forced to apply Plan B. For those who don't know, Lokassa Mbongo, his real name was Dennis Kasia Lokassa, died at age 77 after battling diabetes and complications from a mild stroke that he suffered in 2020. He was one of Congo's best rhythm guitarists, but spent most of his career based in Paris, where he led the Sucrus Stars band since 1984. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
Nice, let's get into some word on road. Okay, trigger warning on the first bit of news. So there's a season 5 of Love is Blind that's been released. I haven't watched it. I don't think I really care to watch Love is Blind anymore after the first season.
I'm not gonna lie, the first one was the only one that I committed to beginning and end. And I was saying that I don't believe in the concept. So because I don't believe in the concept, I can't watch the show like without
not believing in the concept.
Yeah, I'm too critical. I'm just very negative. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
So I'm like, there's no point in me watching it.
I hear you. I'm like, I think I watched the first one. I don't know if Lauren and Cameron won this. Yeah, they were the first one, I believe. Then there was a girl who quoted Beyonce, the guy.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. She quoted Beyonce to the guy. I think she was in the second season. I think that might have been the only two I watched. I don't even think I even finished that because I don't care in it. But basically, there's a contestant on season 5 that's currently streaming. And she's not like in the post or anything like that. But she's saying, again, trigger warning of like sexual assault and stuff of such nature. But basically, she's saying that the guy that she was engaged to sexually assaulted her. And when she told the producers and whatnot, they basically just gaslit her and told her that she caused it. She made it happen, essentially. And basically said, so this is what her lawsuit says. It says, Smith is the guy that was her fiance, right? Her name is, what's her name? Hold on. Something Dang. Yeah, Tran Dang, her name is. So it says, Smith, and without Miss Dang's consent, groped her, exposed himself in the nude, and repeatedly made sexual contact over her express objections, noting that because of the whole production situation, the 24-hour surveillance of cast members, most, if not all of these traumatic acts were likely captured on film. So she's basically saying that if you look through the footage, you'll find it. But she did report it to an assistant producer, and that assistant producer, she's saying that the assistant producer gaslit her and implied that she was at fault for what happened by not communicating effectively or somehow not taking the relationship seriously. I hope she wins the lawsuit because that is just wild. But to be fair, that with Love is Blind, I've reported on things before in the past as well where it's just a whole thing with the show. But she's not even on the show anyway, so they cut all their bits out and whatnot. And I'm hearing as well that there are some contestants as well who were engaged in stuff, but they didn't make the TV part. It's what TV is, isn't it? It's just, it's basically like a reality TV show. It's just all scripted and how it is. Very sad news. Dizzy Rascal lost his mum and posted about it over the weekend. 1 second, let me just get that for you. There's a lot to talk about today. Everyone was doing a lot over the weekend. So he posted, rest in peace, mum. Had a picture of him and her. Thank you for all your love, all your never-ending sacrifice and prayers. You fought till the very end and it wouldn't be in vain. I love you more than life and I'm glad you're finally at peace. I hope I see you again, but if not, I see you every time I look at my beautiful children. Oh, that's cute. I'm glad nothing was left unsaid and you know how I felt. I know you're proud of me. You never stopped telling me even in your last days. I tried my best, but God, the universe had other plans. I'm blessed that I got to be the son to such an amazing, strong human being who gave everything for her child. Long live Priscilla Bampo. And it also says, thank you to everyone who has helped and been there in the last few years too. I love you all. So love to this Rascal man on losing his mum. That's very, very, that's tough and difficult. In really good news, 21 Savage is officially a lawful permanent resident of the United States.
seen.
I'm really happy for him, man, because that must just be so difficult. So basically, he moved to the States when he was 7 years old, but he didn't realize, he's obviously grown up, he grew up in Atlanta. He didn't realize that he didn't go there. He just thought that was where he was at. And then he tried to travel once and basically ICE got him. Cut a long story short, he was detained for like a whole week, and then that's when he found out that he was actually an illegal immigrant, and he had a visa to come and visit the US, not live there, and blah blah blah, blah, all that kind of stuff. So he's actually never been able to travel and perform outside of the States. It's crazy, not even Canada. But he's officially now a lawful permanent resident. He did post on his Instagram, and it had Skylar Grey coming home in the background. So he's hinting at doing a UK concert, of course. And Drake was in the comments talking about, we're coming home. So you have a lot to deal with. You have a lot on your plate at the moment. But, and then also, and great, because obviously Drake is on tour at the moment. And he was actually at Drake's show on Saturday. And Drake introduced him and said, big up my bro, and said for his first ever performance outside of the States. And it was really good, man. Played the Canadian national anthem and all sorts.
I love that.
Yeah, so big up 21 Savage. Big up him and I guess his upcoming tours and stuff like that. Drake has had a difficult weekend. Drake has been in everyone's mouth. But I'm gonna start with another situation before I get to the other situation. So basically, there's a rapper from Baltimore called Rye Rye, and she basically called out Drake for using her vocals on her song again. So this is not the first time she's called him out. She's called him out before. Hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah, there we go. So basically, she tweeted and said, really, Drake, my vocals again, and no credit. I really want to be flattered, but I feel like it's trolling at this point. OMG, one of my favorite artists doing this. I don't know how to feel anymore. But thank you for reminding me that my 15-year-old vocals are still legendary. So her vocals are on the Calling For You song, ironically with 21 Savage. And then someone was like to her, girl, shut the hell up. People are so rude on the internet. Shut the hell up and be grateful. You hoes are weird. People act as though, as if gratitude is what's going to pay your bills. Are you dumb about be grateful? Why, what? So she said, anyway, grateful for what? Exactly, bitch. A celebrity name don't move me, run me my credit. I haven't asked to be put on it. I didn't ask to be put on it, and I'm not benefiting from it either. I'm not credited, dumbass. So grateful for LOL. You sound dumb. And then she said, y'all are weird for real. She said, I don't know if it's the producers. She said, she gets, I'm going to summarize because I'm bored. She basically says that how she gets that obviously it's the producers that sell blah, 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 blah. But she was like, someone as Drake here, you should be ticking all the boxes and doing everything you need to do. Furthermore, anyway, this is the second time she's done this, man. This is the second time Drake has used her vocals.
So, but she don't, if he ain't done nothing wrong, if you don't have to credit her, she don't own them vocals. She's done a little sing and on, like, she don't own none of that.
But she does own the vocal, that's what she's saying.
But he wouldn't be able to use it without her benefiting from it.
But that's what she doesn't understand.
Huh?
That's what she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand how the
But isn't it a case
use
of
it.
they just haven't cleared it? And
They
they
didn't
just
clear
gone
it.
forward and done it.
That's what she's saying. So she owns the vocals, but she's saying they haven't done the due diligence to get it cleared.
So then go get some money.
That's what it is. Yeah.
That's what she's saying. Yeah, but people are fighting and telling her to be grateful.
Yeah, but don't need to moan about it. Just go get your money, man.
Don't moan about it.
No, but I feel
nonsense.
like you can moan about it though
Because
because
it's the second time. It's the second song.
Did she get money from the first one?
Yeah, I think that was resolved. I think
Okay.
she did get her credit. That's she was like, at this point, like, come on. We've been here before.
No, because there's bare singers who who that shit happens to, or once they do it, like people that they don't actually own their vocals or anything anymore, and it's just part of the game, innit? There's so many people's vocals who gets used or whatever. So like, I hear her feeling however she feels.
Yeah.
But it's a case of, for me, I'll just be like, for real, like if it was illegally done, they didn't go through the proper measures, and you own all that shit.
Yeah.
Just go get your money, and if not, then for real, just shut up.
Not for real, shut up. But that happened, and obviously Drake's album came out on Friday. I'll be so honest with you, I did not know Drake dropped a new album. I didn't have a clue. Is that her? Yeah, that is her. I didn't have a clue. She looks like someone. She looks like
Yep.
It's not Estelle. It is Estelle. She's like Estelle a little bit.
And my life, in my head, I was saying, I hope you don't say Estelle.
Because you thought the same thing as me.
No, because she don't look like her.
So why did Estelle come up then in your mind?
You
Because
would have. You obviously saw a resemblance.
saw Estelle.
Otherwise, why would it still come into your mind?
Because she don't look like nobody in there, because she had short hair and that. And I was like, you're just gonna go with
Like,
Estelle. I was like, don't do that.
Nah,
she don't look
there's
like
hella
Estelle.
girls I could have gone with.
Exactly.
I could have
That's
gone
why I
with
said.
Keisha Cole back in the day.
That's why I said don't do a
Fantasia.
still. I'm just saying that was in my. I swear to God, I was
I
saying
think-
don't do a still.
I think it's a key telepathy. Telepathic thing going on. Just own it. But yeah, so Drake dropped a new album on Friday. I'll be honest, I didn't even know that, but I've expressed that Drake has not been encouraging me for a while now for a few projects. So that's why I didn't know. Obviously, Joe Budden did know. And as he does, talked about it on his podcast and whatnot, right? He basically said how he wants to hear Drake rapping about adult stuff. Just a quick summary. If you want to catch the rest, you can watch it in spare time. But he basically said he wants to hear Drake talking about adult stuff. And yeah, just wants to hear him rapping about adult stuff. He needs to leave these young girls alone, which is ironic, considering Joe Budden was out here with Sin Santana, who was like, 10 years older then? But whatever. I guess he's with older women now, women closer to his age. So I guess he feels like he can talk now. That's great. Great for all parties involved. And yeah, he basically said that Drake needs to stop rapping about all these little 25-year-olds and 21-year-olds that he's out here fucking and just needs to rap about adult stuff. Essentially, you can, I guess, grow with your music, what you're doing. Obviously, J. Cole was brought into the conversation. Pick up J. Cole every time, Jermaine. So yeah, but anyway, Drake had time and decided to respond to to Joe Budden's thing. I'm going to read out what he says. I'm going to let you know Birdman.
He went ether.
Mate, Birdman decided to add his 2 pence and all. When I'm done with that, then I'll see how you guys feel about it.
Set the scene. Brent, can you play the ether? We'll get taken down, innit?
We will.
I wanted Esther to read it over it. So if Papa gives ambiance.
But you know what? I was like, this is a long ass paragraph. Like, you were deaf impressed. Anyway, follow me, right? At Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you are doing in this clip because that is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success. A quitter give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty, is that Ennis? Yeah, Ennis jeans to screw up their face to mood. To screw up their face to Mood Music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering. You retired and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap, not because you accomplished all you need to. It's because it wasn't working for you. I never want anybody in the generations to think that the whole everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. This is a man projecting his own self-hate and the fact I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need it, put it in simpler terms. I own a 767. He owns a modest house in a 973 and flies first class on special occasions.
That's the one that I said, damn.
I'll be honest though, all of that was a read, but I love Joe Budden's response. Joe Budden said, at Champagne Pappy, you grow up sooner or later. Father Time is undefeated. It's like when you send a guy a long paragraph and it just says,
Yeah, 100%.
I'm never 27 though. It just picks up on the most silly part.
That probably didn't hurt Joe Budden because he probably don't feel like that, innit?
He doesn't. And that's my thing. Because I feel like, yeah, you can call him like a washed up rapper, blah, 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 but he's killing what he's doing.
Even
that's all
on
good.
the other side of things, like I didn't really follow Joe's career like that, but I feel like he's had hit songs and that, and I feel like he wasn't like necessarily chasing a lot. You get me? Like it's like he went out on his own terms, innit, kind of thing.
And he was battling some things, man. That guy he's here by the grace of God. He was battling some things, as in like stuff, alcohol. And
Like if he was
stuff.
trying to chase and find another Pump It Up or something like that, and he couldn't do it or whatever, then I could hear the shots. But he had hit songs. He's I guess the general consensus is he's actually cold as well. Like he's dope.
Yeah,
he can
yeah,
spit.
yeah.
You get me? Like, and he retired and went out on his own, like on his own terms because he didn't want to play those industry games and shit like that. And then used his platform to do something else, and he's a leader in his field again. So I'm pretty sure he don't feel like that. So it's not really hitting home. Do you think it's true what Drake's saying?
I agree with what you're saying, but I remember seeing the Joe Budden video, come to the tail end of his career. where it looked like
To end.
this guy was influenced by Drake. It looked like he was trying to be modern.
Okay.
Like one of those songs for the girls, that type of stuff. And it didn't sound like real Joe Budden. Because like you're saying, Joe Budden has accolades because of like bars. You know what I'm saying? Like real bars. But when he's trying to do a commercial stuff, I don't like that Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that it was probably his last album. But like there's a few singles, or at least this main single I saw, where I thought, what the hell is this? Why is he doing this? So if Drake has got that in mind, then Drake's right.
Well, Birdman decided to enter the chat and he just acts like an old man, you know. Is it still with Tony Braxton? Do you know?
I don't know, you know.
I forgot you mentioned that.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
They were married. They were engaged, didn't it?
They got married.
And oh yeah, and
They
God,
got married
did they get married?
secretly, yeah.
I remember she had some fat rock.
Because he just don't align with
Her,
Tony the
her
Legend
brand,
Braxton.
Literally.
Anyway, here he comes saying, at Joe Budden, calm down, brother. You're not built for this gangster shit. Then he at Champagne Pappy and at Cash Money. Okay. Then he went to Charlemagne. Then he said, no. Sorry, this is so funny. He said, nothing but respect, King. I think you mean good, and I respect you even though we had our difference. But I respect you at Charlemagne.
No,
but respect.
The nothing but respect King's in white at the top, innit? That's
Yeah.
Charlemagne
old,
said
isn't
that.
it? Is that old?
No, at Birdman added Charlemagne and
Oh,
saying,
yes, I think you meant good. There.
Yeah. And then Charlemagne reposted it.
Oh, I
and
said
put
nothing but respect. Okay, yeah.
Get me?
Okay, he raised it because I did think I would have thought Charlemagne would air it.
No, I think
I
he
would've.
reposted it, put nothing but respect. I'm nearly sure.
Then he no, it does make sense that way actually. Then he said to he also brought Drewski into it. And why did he?
He's gonna kill
Drewski?
Drewski.
Well, why did we use that picture of him? That's so out of order.
I still can't work out whether him and Drewski are playing. You know.
What, he and Birdman?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one knows what Birdman's thinking. I feel like he comes across as
Have you
joking. I don't
seen
think so. So he basically said to Drewski, "My little niggas want some of that. Stop." I'll be honest, I don't understand that man's language.
Neither do I.
Where he
He,
basically
speaks
cusses
his
him
own,
out.
he literally speaks his own language.
And he's basically said something about banging him, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the way Birdman speaks.
He's gonna get Drewski. Have you
He
seen
basically said,
Drewski's
stop playing with
skit?
the goat, rich gang, or don't bang you little bitch. At Cash Money again. I don't know. I don't understand.
Have you seen Drewski's skit? Oh, it's too.
I only
funny.
watch like the ones that come about Thailand. I feel like I can't take him in consistently.
Drewski is funny. I don't even follow him, but anytime I see him, he makes me laugh. But he's gonna make Birdman.
He's a character. But yeah, do you guys? What do you
Standing
guys
on
think?
business tune because Drewski's got the same song in it. I think Drewski done it first.
Done what?
Oh, I need to find it.
Did you listen to the album?
Huh?
Did you listen
Oh,
to the
sorry.
album?
Have you listened to Drake's album? Yeah, I listened to some of it. Oh, I listened to most of it actually. I got through it all. They're here to ask what I think about it. I'm not really impressed with Drizzy's album, to be totally honest with you. And I suppose, you know what I'm really confused with, yeah? What's really throwing me off anyway, yeah? What's with him and this little Yachi thing? What's going on here?
Yari.
Yadi, please.
What?
So African. Yachi.
He said Charlemagne, you didn't correct him.
Huh?
He said Charlemagne, you didn't correct him.
I know I left that one too.
What's his name, little Yachi?
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne and
Same
Lil
shit.
Yadi. Do you
Little-
say you want to go on a yacht?
Yeah, little Yachi. I know little. Yeah.
So good.
Because it's gonna make it catch on as well. That's really gonna piss me off.
I don't know. Like, and then these big statements he's writing, like, thank you for being there and sending me beats and letting me know what you like and writing and whatnot. I didn't know Yachi was a,
Yeah, please.
what's that?
Yoti.
I didn't know he was this musical savant. Like, I don't know how they aligned. I don't know what Drake saw. And I feel like the album would have been better if he used somebody else as his muse. Do you get what I mean? Like, there's decent songs on there, but like, not enough, nothing even close to what I would be expected or what I would be wanting from him for the way that they gassed it up. You're talking about this is the best Drake verses I've ever heard and all of these things.
Oh, he said.
Yeah, before it got dropped. So like, that's just going around talking, saying these are the best Drake verses I ever heard. Boom, 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 boom. And it's like, yeah, you don't really know you don't really know Drake or you don't know good things or whatever. Like, there's some good stuff on there, but it's like 23 songs.
Drake did post a screenshot of people that at the time called Take Care dead. So I guess his thing is that, yeah, you people are going to criticize it now, but in a few years' time, you guys are going to talk about this is the best thing I ever did. The way people do about Take
Is
Care.
that accurate?
I don't know, because I ain't never called Take Care dead. I only Take Care was a classic the second I heard it.
Oh, you had some tweets? He put some tweets up?
Yeah, you won't find
So
enough from me.
were they tweets from reputable commentators?
He just put tweets up. We don't know.
But this is it. It could just be.
It could be trolls.
Stupid people.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
who don't
And
know,
it
no,
could
no.
be 0.0001% of the
But he
people who are saying
thinks
that.
that proves the point somehow.
It doesn't.
So.
Even though times change, music moves on, whatnot, you're always going to be held to the same standard, innit? Yeah. He ain't met that on this one. Not Take Care, not Views,
Not nothing was the
not
same.
nothing was the same. No, if you're reading this, it's too late. He ain't got them. There's not really slaps on there.
I have a question.
There ain't no slaps on there. I can't remember. I don't know what he's gonna run with. I don't know what's the song that's gonna mash the club up. I don't know.
Okay. If the next generation, if the current generation and next generation, don't count yourself as the current generation, right? Count us as the past generation, right? If they're looking at and hearing this particular music and saying this is the waviest thing, suppose that's the temperature of the generation, shouldn't we classify this as a classic if that's what the future is actually saying?
Nah.
Talk to me. And here's a question, by the way. I think it was a garbage album, but talk to me.
Even though this is my opinion, this ain't fact. I feel like classic albums, yeah,
Let me remove classic. Let's just say,
they just transcend time.
yeah. Let's just
And
say,
if you're a fan of someone, like if you're a fan of hip hop,
yes,
R&B,
Yes.
soul, whatever,
Yeah.
you get the best body of works and you can show them to anyone at any
Okay.
age and they're gonna get it. I get it, like when you're saying with times, but then that means this is just a fad then. Like, it's not gonna last the test of time. It's just I don't know, that baby boom, or I don't know, the TikTok generation, whatever it is.
yeah.
Like, it still don't. If it serves the purpose for now, that means it's fast. It's just.
But talk to me, because if you bring a Prince album, one of the classics, to this generation,
Yeah.
you them and you play it to them, and they're like, what is this? Do you guys used to rock with this?
No, but if
They're now deeming what is classic because their brains completely mush,
they like,
doesn't it now become the new norm? That classification of classic, doesn't it change?
I see where you're going.
We just talked about land and ownership, right? Can the same apply here? Are we just boomers? Are we just basically saying, oh, I like it in good old days?
Nah, man. There's young people who like that type of music who rate Prince. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I think it just depends on what you're into. This is just like some. I don't know, man. It's just like that microwave food. It's like fast food. It's like junk food. There's no real substance to it for the generation. So if you can gas them up, if you could play into the algorithms and tap into the youth as it is now, and they fuck with it, I don't think that's necessarily proof of the actual quality of the work.
I heard a couple Lil Yachty tracks. I don't understand.
Early who?
Lil
Yeah.
Yachty. I don't understand how people listen to that.
Yeah, he's whack.
But
Isn't he the one
sell
that wrote-
out concerts?
Yeah, but there's bare people
People
that like
like Pussy
whackness.
Pink breast cancer for City Girls.
I think so.
It was him. He wrote Act Up.
Is that good?
I mean,
It's
it
like
was
one-
the anthem.
It was one of,
Probably his
Still
best
is.
song.
Act Up is one of the baddest songs. One of the best songs ever. But it was funny when we found out
But it
who
wasn't
wrote
him that
it.
did it, right?
No, he wrote it.
That's different.
No, but it's funny because it's a girl song. It's a proper like girls anthem, and we're like, oh, you wrote that.
My thing is, I don't understand his music, but that doesn't mean that it's not good.
Yeah. It's just not
Because
your vibe.
what is good is whatever the new gen are saying is good, right?
And he's good for the new
We are
gen.
out. We're on the way out. Obviously, we're not, but we're on the way out.
forbid.
Isn't that how it works?
No, man.
Is that you just saying that because you decided? My thought process is the rule of law. This is as I say it, it goes. That's not how it works.
But don't you think with
No,
some
but people
people
don't know.
like
They
Drake,
don't know. Like,
though,
there's bare people that like rubbish things. There's bare people that like bad things. There's bare people with bad taste. That doesn't.
but don't you think with Drake though, Drake is somebody who reaches like for most part all the audiences. It's not just like he hasn't got an age limit because of how it is that he works and how
I'm
he
not
operates.
disputing this.
Do you know what I
because
mean?
I would prefer if he had remained rapping Drake, right?
Yeah.
I'm even cool with some of his singing stuff.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And I believe even if he dropped a rapping Drake album, it will be wavy, and people will still love it. But this is not good. In large parts, it's not good in my estimation.
I like 8 AM in Charlotte.
So when 100%, because it reminds you of old Drake.
Yeah, he's cooking on that.
So when Joe because Joe's this guy's biggest fan, one of his biggest fans, right?
Yeah, he is openly
Fully up in his anus.
champions him all the time.
Fully, right? So he's
The morning
disappointed. So he's used his massive platform to vent that, right? The way he went in on that whole J. Cole Drake thing, and I want to get to that, that was just ridiculous.
I ain't seen what
That
he
was
said.
over the top. So in my head, Drake is properly in his feels. of
What did he
bucket.
say? Enlighten me.
No, it's, he basically said J. Cole assassinated Drake.
What, on their song?
Yeah, and they broke it down. They played it and broke it down. They were listing the mistakes one by one and
Yeah.
going fully into it.
Drake was in his feels.
It was ridiculous, the manner in which it is that they disseminated that man, Aubrey.
Is it?
It was terrible.
Not Aubrey.
It was terrible.
I
And it was so
Was it
vimmed up.
true?
It was so vimmed up that hearing
Was
it,
it true?
hearing
No,
it-
this is important. Was it true?
Honestly, I feel as though they spoke so passionately and all in accordance. It was like a cacophony. That I was like, hey, let me hear this again. That's the danger of groupthink. The danger. And you know, because he's doing all that. You know, he shouts and he's very impassioned when he's speaking. Do you understand? Like he was converting people whilst he was saying it. So I think Drake is like, let me nip this in the bud, because this will do the rounds. Everybody there saying J. Cole killed him. Like, why'd you let him start in the beginning? And even from the beginning, he's killed him already. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from.
I'm big up J. Cole, man. I love J. Cole.
But I think his response was him feeling, yeah, this wasn't my best, but I don't want it to be amplified. I want people to basically,
Say yes.
yeah.
But if he's got a different vision to everybody and he's clocked the algorithm and he still wants to tap in with the youth, it's probably going to be the most streamed album on Spotify ever and all that. Drake might really not feel like that.
But this is what I just told you just now. I mean,
This is by design. But all the it doesn't matter when you're on a roll like that, yeah. When you're on a roll like that, when you're someone like Drake, how he's been moving, like your next move's always going to be your best move. You know what I'm trying to say? Like we've been talking about the music for ages. The level of the music ain't been doing this as far as we're concerned. It's been doing this. That ain't stopped his sales. Everything he drops is the bestseller. Everything he sells more every time. You know what I'm trying to say? Like so, that's not really a gauge.
wait. I hear your point. But what I'm suggesting, what I'm positing is, I believe he could have still made music that I thought was wavy and still be doing more numbers.
Yeah, he would have done
Do you
it. I
understand?
think regardless
He's
of what the music was, he's going to do
But
these
this
numbers.
is what I'm saying. So I shouldn't use that as a, well, he's successful. He'll be successful nonetheless. Do you understand? Regardless, he's going to be successful. He could have even had that track with that reggaeton.
Bad Bunny or
Yeah. He could still put that and he could still be wavy. Do you understand? Drip that in. But the amount of flipping gobbledygook that was on there, I can't. This is not replay value. You understand?
Yeah.
And I'm certain these same Drake stands, the young ones, they'll be screaming all the lyrics in the stand next if it is he was still wisps of his prior self.
I'm not around young people like that, so I don't know what they be saying. Online, a lot of the discourses I've seen is a lot of people ain't happy with it. But again, that must be
Echo chamber.
yeah, must be locked in it because I ain't seen the fanfare for this album. I can see that it's doing numbers. I heard that every song's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the charts in every country in the world and all these things. I've saw that, but I haven't seen anybody that's loving it. You know what I mean? I haven't seen even no examples of it. I don't know where people are playing it. I don't know what songs are going off on the
That's why he's
TikTok.
angry, because it'll be frustrating as an artist to know you are just getting the views off the back of, okay, so what? Everybody's talking about this? Let me go and check it out, as opposed to I'm repeating it because I love it.
It happened in
Do
the
you understand?
rollout because it's like what there was no way that SZA and Drake can drop a song and that's the response that,
Well,
that
Charlotte
the
Main
world
said that,
get.
yeah.
It is true when you think about it. But at the same time, it's number one. It was number, like, do you get what I mean? Like, so it's I don't know. it's all crazy. Like this new day and age, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I don't know what's going on. I just know I like what I like, and something's either hot or it's not. You know what I'm trying to say? And we're old enough to know that these kids are just young, dumb, full of cum. They don't know their front from their back. So just because they're all buying into it and it's selling off, that is not.
I don't know why you went with that verse, but alright, continue. Don't repeat it.
That's a good one though.
Nope. No, it's not.
They don't know their front from the back.
That's not what it went past, but you know, it's good.
I don't know what that means.
The-
Is it dirty?
No, it's not that. I'm not. Tell her what she.
Don't do it.
No. Wait. Let me be specific. That thing that she thinks that we're talking about. Tell her what it means, please. Sorry, say it again.
They don't know their front from the back.
All right, just tell her.
Just don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm just saying they just don't know.
Do you know if they're coming or going?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Carry on talking. This is making me feel like I'm in the reaction.
Yeah, so they could all jump onto it, or the way these fads work, and like I'm saying, like Drake's got the algorithm on lock. You know what I'm trying to say, like, so just being able to cheat the game and being able to manipulate unripe minds is not necessarily a gauge of what's good to me or not. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah, I really want you to. I guess today, this afternoon, check out the Joe Budden.
I'm gonna watch it
on that because it was a thing. Do you understand? And when I watched it, I understood as to why is Drake went on Instagram and wrote all those things. But even in reading, I'm thinking, oh, you shouldn't have done this.
He shouldn't have done that because you know what it is? Because Drake, what's his name? Not Drake. What's his name? Joe Budden. Like you can't just be happy when it is that people are just lifting you up, and Joe Budden does do that. So the one time he gives a criticism, my thing is I feel like you had that reaction because in your deepest heart as well, you definitely feel the same. You know you came up meaty with the album. So the fact that he's saying that he's like it's like your worst fear is coming to light. So you have to just lash out. That was ridiculous.
Did you agree? Did you agree with anything Drake said?
I think yes and no. I mean, both could be true, right? Joe Budden saying what he said and Drake pointing out certain things that he believed of Joe Budden. I don't know if it is that Joe Budden cares too much about him calling him a failed rapper. I mean, that's like a tired trope, right?
Joe Budden is the most
very successful as a
nonchalant
media
person in the
mogul.
world.
Do you understand? In my head, what is Drake going to do after this? What is Drake going to do?
I want to see it as well. No, sorry, go on.
Sorry, can you let them know?
No, it's alright. I don't know.
Because he's distracted to my.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm back now. Back in the car.
I think it's cool that he has carved out something that he can sit behind for the foreseeable future because he has an active audience, right? And he's positioned himself in that manner, and he can make even more money, and I'm sure he has, than when it is that he was a rapper off the back of that. And credit to him, do you understand? And no one could say he was a crap rapper. You understand? And as you said, he wasn't following certain industry, I guess, paths to make this particular thing a number one. Obviously, in my head, every single time you go into the booth, you like, let me just do that, yeah. But I think he's I think both things were true, to be honest. But he showed his panty a bit too much. But then again, you could say that's
Drake.
part of course for Drake, right?
True.
I mean, he did say he's taking a break from music, so there is that.
Who?
Drake, because he's ill, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
I've seen people reacting to it. I haven't listened to the album. I'm not listening to it either.
Listen to the J. Cole one.
Of course I will do
I
that.
I believe that is the thing that hit him the worst. How now people are telling him, yeah, they call yourself the GOAT, and then you let this man come and kill you on your own track and you let him start. They really went in.
Oh, J. Cole started?
Yeah. And then they had a joke where they said, because it was the J. Cole and Drake's part, it was this kind of one verse, and then Drake was like, okay, that's enough. See you to your car. Bye. Then he went back and said, oh crap, I can't leave it there. Let me add another beat onto it and try to basically, let me try to say what it is that, I've already lost. They really went in, like proper dissected it. Parks even got involved. He was giggling. And then Drake responded to Parks. He did you read that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he put up a message to Parks on his Instagram.
He's reading his feelings, isn't he?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. And then obviously Parks stands came and said, nope, you could do Joe Budden.
Not our
Parks.
king.
Yeah, not Parks.
No way.
Yeah.
Was Parks going like that?
Apparently so.
No, he was involved in the because Drake called him Zuckerberg.
Okay.
Yeah. Just obviously just go on Twitter and you can see the response in it.
That's so funny, man.
But yeah.
Pick up J. Cole though. He's been killing every verse, every feature. He's just not giving us an album, but the streets are waiting.
All right.
All right, that is it for me. In all honesty, let's get into People's Journal.
All right, people, welcome to the People's Journal, where I give the news from an economics point of view. So, first thing I wanted to talk about is Metrobank. Remember the other day we were talking about how Metrobank is struggling, right? And how Sky News reported that they're looking to sell up £3 billion worth of residential mortgages to stay afloat. Sky News was right about it. But in addition to that, Metrobank has agreed a financing deal. So that kind of has strengthened their position right now. But basically what they're saying is they raised £1 billion, well, Metrobank themselves, right? But they also raised, I believe, how much is it? Sorry. They raised £325 million in new funding and refinanced £600 million of the debt. So basically nearly £1 billion basically has been raised by Metrobank, 925 million to be exact.
Okay, people.
Yeah, so they're looking like, okay, you know what? They've kind of rectified the situation. Yeah, man.
Because they're the bank that gives everyone a chance.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So it's not too bad for them. Also wanted to mention Wilco. Remember we spoke about Wilco being in a bad situation. Well, basically that situation is coming to an end. Not in a good way. Basically, it's going to be the end of Wilco's. So they're looking to shut their doors on their last remaining high street stores for the final time. It's been 93 years that they've been in business, man. But 41 stores remain, and they are all going to be closing on Sunday. The shelves, if you go to a Wilco's now, the shelves are pretty much bare. Like nothing.
Yeah, but you know what's mad? Their stuff is so dramatic. They've been uploading TikToks with the empty shelves, walking around looking all sad and whatnot. Obviously, I know.
Yeah.
I know the fact that they're not with jobs, blah blah. It's not even that. They're just content. They've just been cooking content in an empty store, and they're like looking all sad background music, them slow songs in the background. I said, stop it, get a grip.
They love their job, I guess, isn't it?
Shop. Anyway, I'm tired now.
But yeah, man. But like you rightly said, man, all those workers are going to be, well, they have been made redundant. So that's 12,500 workers. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, we were speaking about this a few weeks ago. And yeah, man, they've pretty much collapsed because they've been hit hard by inflationary measures, man. And obviously competition for rivals. And obviously not obviously, but they also had some challenges as it pertains to their supply chain as well. So the administrators, PwC, they were called in, but talks between certain firms who were interested in trying to secure a deal with all of that basically collapsed. Yeah. And so, yeah, basically, long story short, they're pretty much done, man. That's it. And the last thing I wanted to mention is Labour. Obviously, we spoke about the Tories having a conference. Well, Labour's got a conference. And Labour have unveiled plans to speed up infrastructure projects to drive growth and investment into the UK. The Shadow Chancellor, Rachel Reeves, she's pretty much, during her speech, she was talking about overhauling planning rules to speed up green energy and 5G projects. They were talking about cutting regulations, which will unlock £50 billion a year in investment. Again, people say this all the time, innit? But hopefully, if she's right and she's got her figures on point, the country definitely needs it, man. And I'm always about getting rid of certain regulations as well, man. There needs to be more freedom when it comes to businesses, so that it just benefits the people, I believe, anyway, long term. Under these new plans, which were announced on Monday, well, today, Labour are looking to hire 300 new planners across the public sector, and they're looking to rewrite planning guidance to speed up the process as well. The planning applications are going to be fast-tracked for battery factories, laboratories, and 5G infrastructure. So all those things that are pretty much fall in line to their overall plan that they feel will drive up growth and investment in this country, they're looking to roll that out ASAP. So that's obviously a good thing. I was going to say I did say that as the last thing. The very last thing I did want to mention though is just that how people are kind of struggling with rent in Scotland. So there's a cap right now that certain landlords can't go above. But apparently there's this one woman was talking about how her landlord has tried to increase the rent by 35%, which is crazy, right? But at the same time, he feels like he's justified because he feels like that's just the normal market rate. You know what I'm saying? And because of a loophole, he's been allowed to do that. So long story short, she has to move out because she can't increase the rate change from £520 a month to £700 a month. So yeah, man, a lot of things are not going too well, man, at the moment. Obviously, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about, there should be a rent cap as well. I personally, anyway, long story short, I don't think there should be because I don't think people are thinking about how that's going to impact the economy long term. You know what I'm saying? There'll be no incentive for people to actually build new properties and all this type of stuff. I think Keir Starmer had some sort of plan. On a weekend, I saw like a brief article on it. I'll actually look more into that and maybe bring that out tomorrow. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the People's Journey. There isn't too much that happened over the weekend, economics-wise. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Let's get into our next headlines.
All right, so trigger warning here, guys. And there's some grief in the British Virgin Islands after a police officer was found dead in a submerged vehicle. The deceased man has been identified as police detective Paul France. He was a UK national with a cumulative service of more than 40 years in police services in the UK and the BVI, the British Virgin Islands. According to the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, earlier that day when they found him, which I believe was yesterday, officers responded to a report of a submerged vehicle in a waterfront area close to Queen Elizabeth II Park. Upon their arrival, they discovered a white vehicle fully submerged in the water. The public, showing remarkable solidarity, immediately assisted both the police and the fire officers at the scene. After a period of effort, unfortunately, they noticed an unresponsive male inside the vehicle, and the lone male occupant was later recovered from the vehicle and obviously declared deceased. The Commissioner of Police, Mark Collins, conveyed his heartfelt condolences to Detective France's family and expressed his gratitude to the members of the public who lent their support during that devastating incident. Next headline, the last headline. Holdalls containing a significant quantity of cocaine have washed up at a seaside beauty spot in England. Durdle Door on Dorset's Jurassic Coast is beloved for its famous arch-shaped rock formations, while St. Aldheim's Point along the coast is a popular boating destination. But recently, as I'm about to go into, according to the National Crime Agency, the NCA, they were the subject of a surprising discovery when a fisherman discovered hundreds of kilos of cocaine floating off the coast. A second batch was found on a beach by litter pickers on the west coast of the Isle of Wight on Saturday. The cocaine is believed to have come from South America. Police are now trying to contact one of the group. It was a man in his 60s who found the drugs. Senior investigating officer Tracy Lake from the NCA said, "We believe this is a significant amount of Class A drugs, which would have originated in South America. A loss of a consignment of this size would represent a significant hit to the criminal networks involved." Hampshire's Assistant Chief Constable Stuart Murray said, "We have been supporting the ongoing investigation with searches across the West Wight today after a number of packages were discovered this morning by a group who were out litter picking."
What would you have done if you found the cocaine?
Call you up.
Smart man. Smart man.
We'll make that TMB building overnight.
So dumb.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the headlines.
You have a problem.
Right.
Time to pay the bills.
Thank you very much. Let's get to the reaction then.
Let me just show you guys this. Mags apparently Vibesy wants you to see this.
Is there her singing?
If it ain't
She's
that
in
scene,
debt,
she better
bro.
not. Don't even make no suggestions.
Oh,
Look at that.
I ain't
Vibes,
surprised.
it's because
man.
you ain't sang.
Look at God. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
It was Drake talking about being Jamaican and being from the islands and chatting.
oh, you've seen it?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Do you think, is he one of your people?
Who, Drake? That man don't know who he is.
He doesn't know. So well. Anyway.
I mean, but if you're gonna embrace the island, man, you know what it is. The Caribbean people got a different kind of spirit, man. Sometimes it takes you over, man. So
Yeah, that's news back from his front.
Hey,
The cameras on.
Oh, this show, man.
Do the boxing first.
Who fought?
Leigh Wood.
Might as well do it. Sorry.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Bro,
No, my bad.
were you going to repeat after he told you as well?
Yeah. All right, let's get into our boxing. You know, our resident boxing enthusiast.
Correspondent.
Correspondent. Let us know what went down on the weekend.
Yeah, that was a big fight, man. Leigh Wood, who's the WBA featherweight champion of the world. He was fighting Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington is a serious guy.
Oh,
To be fair to
they
him.
didn't expect him to retain his belt, did they?
They didn't. Although, to be fair, it was more so like a 50-50. I say that because Warrington has the experience, but he's lost a few of his recent fights.
Okay.
And he's kind of on the decline. Leigh Wood, for some reason, this guy just keeps coming from behind. Like, this fight was just like the fight I saw of Leigh Wood versus, I think his name's Conlon or something like that, Irish guy. When I say this Conlon guy boxed circles around Leigh Wood for 12 rounds, I think it was the 12th round anyway, got knocked out.
And really stopped him in the 7th, this one.
Yeah, he stopped Warrington in the 7th.
Oh, and he was
round.
losing?
Completely. Leigh Wood, first 2 rounds in this fight, doing well, kept him at bay with the jab. He's a southpaw. Was doing all right. Warrington, 3rd round, took over. From then to when he got knocked out, it was all Warrington. Leigh Wood just looked like he had no chance. I was thinking, how the hell did you even get this belt? But then I remembered the fight he had against Conlon. And then when he knocked him out, I was like, there you go. This is how he does it. It's kind of like Wilder. He's not as basic as Wilder. He can fight. Like, he's got more skill to him. But it was very one-sided from that 3rd round. And just like the fight against Conlon as well. But Leigh Wood, he's a durable guy, man. Because he was taking some punishment. But again, he's a durable guy. And this is the reason why he's a champion. So yeah, man, knocked out Josh Warrington. In the 7th round, like you said, I personally feel like Warrington could have continued, especially for a championship fight. Yeah, I think he waved off at like 8. He just thought, nah, like there's enough of this in it. But
they're saying his legs were still wobbly though.
To be fair, I understand why he stopped it, but I think if I was the ref, I would have allowed him another try at least, just to get another. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the championship belt, and this is the last opportunity I think for Warrington. I don't think he's going to get another chance at a belt. Because he's on the decline, man. He lost against Leigh Wood. He lost, I think, the last 2 fights prior to this as well. I think so. And, yeah, man. But it was a good fight.
How did he get a title shot if he lost his 2 prior fights?
It was a weird one. Oh, what happened again? Oh, gosh. I can't remember the sequence. But basically, he lost to one guy. I can't remember. He lost to one... what's his name? Is it Maurizio? He lost to one guy anyway, right? That same guy beat Leigh Wood. Leigh Wood beat him, got the belt back. That guy fought Warrington, beat Warrington. Warrington was meant to fight him. No, sorry, that guy was meant to fight Leigh Wood, I think. But something happened, and then Warrington, I think, got the call up. It was some weird something.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly how it went. But basically, yeah, it was one of those fights where I don't think it was meant to happen like that. But yeah, it happened, and it was a good fight. It was good while it lasted, to be fair. I feel for Josh Warrington, because to be fair, he was hurt. He was hurt badly with that shot. But yeah, it just wasn't meant to be, man. But yeah.
All right, then. And obviously, football news. It was a big weekend of football. You get me? So,
One of the biggest, man. In a while.
Well, for the season.
United won.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing. Don't mean shit. I really like the results since you don't want to know, since you're dying for it. Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur beat Luton Town 1-0. And they were a man down as well. Basuma got sent off. Did you see that? He's such an idiot, you know. I'd be livid with him if that was my player. 2 yellow cards in quick succession. The second one was for, what's the word? Feigning. What do they call it? Diving, basically. Yeah.
Assimilation.
Simulation. There you go. The second was for simulation. The ref was right to do it as well because it was just cheeky and rude. It was like, rude boy, are you an idiot? You know what? Get off my pitch, man. I hear him.
But they still won, man.
Yeah, they still done their thing, man. Ange Ball, man, still top of the league. Thank God. Chelsea came back from 1-0 down to beat Burnley 4-1. Everton beat Bournemouth 3-0. Fulham beat Sheffield United 3-1. Who broke their leg? Did you see that? What was his name? Is it Basham?
I don't know.
One of the worst leg breaks I've seen.
I don't want to watch that.
Oh, I'm sure it was in the Fulham
Yeah,
Sheffield
but you
game.
didn't
Am I going
respond.
crazy or not? If I'm wrong, sorry, people. Man United came back to beat Brentford 2-1 from the depths, scoring 2 goals in injury time. I think it was like 93rd and 97th minute or something like this.
Guys are doing well, man.
Big up Scott McTominay though. We needed that because before that it was an absolute shit show. And there was a 0-0 thriller at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. And then on a Sunday, the games was all right on a Sunday actually. Liverpool just scraped a draw against Brighton Hove Albion. They should have won it in the depths. João Pedro just lost all composure. I think he shinned it. I think he hit it over. It was a cutback with just him bearing on goal. Alisson was there. I thought that was it. I thought they was going to bring it back to 3-2. But no, there was a 2-2 draw. Newcastle, high and mighty Newcastle, smashed up PSG midweek. Struggle with West Ham on the weekend. I mean,
West Ham's a good team, though, man.
But I love this league. What, as good as PSG?
On their day. On their day. Come on.
I think kudos with the 89th minute equaliser. Wolverhampton and Aston Villa drew 1-1. I was surprised about that. A lot of draws. And then there was nearly 4 draws in a row on a weekend. But in the depth, in the remaining minutes of the game, Martinelli struck a ball towards goal, hit Nathan Ake in the face. The deflection wrong-footed the goalkeeper. Arsenal pulled up with the winner, showed resilience, strength, determination. Congratulations, good on them. You know who you don't need to thank? Jono. You lot won that game because of Jono. So my brother John walks into the bar, game about to start, and he's like, oh yeah, I got money on this game, man. I was like, oh, how much you gonna win? He's like, oh yeah, 350 or something like that. I was like, why, what you put on? He's like, oh, City to win, man. Evans had to take it. I'm like, what? He supports Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan, by the way. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he put £140 on Man City to win. He was like, what, Evans, Man City, got to be done. I'm saying, what kind of fan are you? He's like, brother, I'm not going to lie, man. I'd rather just take the money, boom, boom, boom. I said, rude boy. You know your money's not coming home, innit? Like, this was just before a ball got kicked. I'm saying, like, you can't do things like this. You know your money's not coming home, innit? He's like, no chance, man. We was watching first 10, 15 minutes. City looked decent and that. Arsenal was looking nervous first half hour. And my other brother was like, oh, don't worry, John, man, your money's safe. And the game was playing and I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah, his money ain't safe. Even if City don't win, it's going to be a draw. Like Arsenal are taking something out of this. So, wasn't really surprised to see them do it. How do you feel about your performance, Brent?
Yeah.
Was it a draw?
Started shaky. No, we
No,
won.
Arsenal won.
Okay.
No, we won. Like I said, my disposition has changed over the years. This season, I'm confident. I think I told you that. I'm going into games now very optimistic. And if it is that we turn up, confident, bro. Confident.
Did you ever feel nervous at any point then?
No.
But I was watching the game, and even though you lot won and you lot done well, I just feel like, well, me personally, I was just looking and just feeling like this is why it's tough, and this is why everybody's just always going to be everybody's just always going to be up against it, because like I'm watching this game, I said it. I believe Arsenal could take something from this game, whether they draw or whether they win. Granted, because Arsenal have come a long way in their proper outfit now. But I'm still watching two teams where one's clearly better than the other. Didn't you feel like that?
No, I didn't. Well, in parts, but that's the ebb and flow of a game between two titans.
Yeah, but you
And
could
we're
be
a titan at this point in time.
I guess you are. You could be in a game and be able to hurt a team and whatnot. But
Yeah.
it's like heavyweight boxing. The better fighter could lose, like on any given time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like there was no point when I'm watching this game when I'm like, raw, Arsenal are ready for them or better than them.
No,
if
no,
that makes sense.
I wasn't watching it thinking that we were better than them. I was watching it thinking, all right, we don't have Martinelli.
Don't have Saka.
Sorry, we don't have Saka. We're
They
playing
didn't
with
have they didn't
Jorginho.
have De Bruyne or Rodri though.
I hear that.
If you for you to bring up Martinelli and Saka, you can't hear it, but it is what it is.
No, I said I hear that. You didn't know where I was going afterwards.
It had
But
to
I
be,
know
it had
where
to
you
be
thought I
but
was
it had
going.
to be but
You know where
after you
thought
said I
was
heard
going?
that.
You know what I thought I was going? Because I believe that they are still going to play another team and smash them, even if they don't have De Bruyne and Rodri. Our defense, I am so confident in our defense that I'm not going in thinking, my goodness, we're going to get thumped. I'm so confident in that. And that solidity that provides us. If our midfield's ticking, if Odegaard turned up, and he, in the beginning, he wasn't there. Do you understand? I mean, even our keeper was moving a bit shaky in the beginning, right?
I feel like the only player on that pitch worth talking about on an Arsenal standpoint. Well, obviously, he's all done well to claim it. I think I would say, for me personally, from what I saw watching that game, would be Saliba
Rice.
and Rice. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Gabriel, what are you talking about?
Every time it got to Gabriel, it just stopped. Like, it was just, he kept going and all that, but it's just like, Yuzo was playing football and then it would get to Gabriel and then it would just stop. He was just constantly doing the wrong thing or just not doing enough or whatever it may be. I wasn't happy with Gabriel's performance. Maybe him plugging away and you like that tenacity and these things.
So you're talking about Jesus?
Oh, sorry, Gabriel Jesus. The centre-back Gabriel.
Yes.
My bad.
That's all right.
Yeah, he was all right, I guess.
Yeah, he was brilliant. Brilliant. But anyway, so when it is obviously Partey came on, I thought it was a great set of subs. It was beautiful. And they all combined to actually score the goal, which is amazing. I love Martinelli, man. I love him. And I'm so happy that
Did
we
we get
know.
cooler?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Was you really just going to do that?
This is Frenchie.
Oh, okay. Fresh
He was going to tag in once I finished talking.
Okay.
And he would wait patiently.
no, cool,
Yes.
cool.
All right, sorry, Frenchie. Good morning. Give us your thoughts,
Is
please.
line messed up again?
Yeah.
I was ready to cook, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can cook.
Always
You can
doing
cook.
that.
Oh, who you kidnapped today?
Wait, let me call again.
Yeah.
That voice is
It's
cold.
just
How's he not doing that on purpose? Like, that's an accident.
like, and how is it always every time you call? I thought it was on purpose.
He sounds like a
Hello,
photo.
is it better
fit.
now?
Yeah.
We talked about the water in France. The phones are the same, right?
Oh,
What happened?
Is it better now?
Remind me to talk about bed bugs in the end, please.
Yes, it is better. Thank
You're
you.
on the Victoria line as well.
They beat me. They literally bit me. Sorry,
What?
I got bit. Sorry, Frenchie.
You said it crawled
No,
through
I
her-
did.
her
Don't
pores.
you? I'm throwing my phone at you. Don't you?
Where?
On my ass cheek.
Where was you?
On the underground.
You're chatting shit.
I promise you on everything. I told Brent on Saturday. He laughed at me. On Sunday, Crystal, my friend Crystal, sent me a video, and actually they are in London. So you owe me an apology.
No.
No.
No,
You owe me an apology.
no.
Why not?
Sorry, the two things may not be connected at all.
They are.
You don't know if it is that you got.
Brent. Nobody knows my bum more than I do.
Have you been bitten by a bed bug before?
No.
Do you know what it looks like?
It looked like what it looked like my cheeks.
All right.
Cheek.
Okay.
I googled it. That's how I knew it was that. I actually had to Google it.
Yeah, it could just be like a little like thing in it. Might go on. Sorry, Frenchie, go on.
Sorry, Frenchie.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
Just when we
Nah,
said that.
I just called you because I heard Marks, and I was like, yeah, you're chatting rubbish, man, because this is in fact what I feel like is a performance that I needed or Arsenal fans needed, that we're going to win the league.
It was a good performance, but what you thought? It was a dogged performance. It was a disciplined performance. It was exactly what you would want and like. But you thought it was a performance where you looked at yourself and thought you were any better than City, footballing wise.
100%. I feel
Okay,
we haven't
well,
beaten.
delusions. Everybody's
City.
entitled to their own delusions. Go off, King.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't beaten City in about 12 games. So today was a day. Our best literally attacker was injured. Our second best attacker was injured. So, and didn't start the game. So with the team that we were able to put, and the fact that we aren't even like settled yet, our first team hasn't even settled.
This is
Like,
my
as you said,
yeah.
Odegaard hasn't started playing properly well. Saka hasn't really like cooked properly. He's been in and out. Jesus hasn't even played up front I think he hasn't started up front all season. And obviously Martinelli's been injured for a couple of games. Bro, we played 10 games, we haven't lost to one. Like
That's
we're
fine.
literally
The fact that if we're gonna highlight performances, it'll be your DMF and your 2 centre backs speaks to the type of game you had, bro. So I don't know what you was watching. I'm not saying you shouldn't be happy about it at all either, but I don't know what you was watching.
Nah, but what I would say is, as you said, Bondy, it's like a little town in Paris. It's where Mbappe's from, But the real, and obviously he's a king of there because obviously he's from there, but the real king, William Saliba, he's also from there. He is, I can't lie, the best centre-back in the world, man, right now. And obviously it's too early. Nah, it's not too early. The guy is too clear, man, too composed, doesn't let anything faze him. Haaland, I don't know if you watched the game. Bro, there was one time where he's about to literally go on 1v1. Guy got barged to the grass.
Yeah, the good game. Just forgetting the last time they bucked each other. Like, what? You're just erasing that. Like, it's back and forth, isn't it? Like, I mean, you can't just gonna use these Haaland receipts. So do you want me to go and show you footage of Haaland ragdolling him? Like, don't do that. Like, you got short memory.
When was the last time?
Huh?
No, this game, Haaland got an XG of 0.00. The last game, Community Shield, Haaland got an XG of 0.00 again. The last game you were talking about, it was holding, wasn't it? Saliba. Saliba, whenever he plays, is composed. He's the best. And man, we need to hype him up more because guys get too much prop because they play for United or City, blah, blah, blah. But Saliba's a real deal, man. But
You better go and win the league, man. Go and win it, man.
Yeah, facts.
No, big facts,
Come on,
man.
this
Go
is
and win
like
it, man. Anything less, win or bust, man. Win or bust. Huh? You don't feel pressure anymore. You changed. Your mindset's changed. You should have the expectation of this.
I'm not
This should
feeling
be
pressured at all. I did tell you at the beginning of the season, or at the end of the last, I expect that we will continue our form or even get better going into the next season. I told you that, and you said impossible.
Yeah, I did.
We are not even going to make fourth.
I don't think.
Now your savior, your king, your god, Neville is saying you guys aren't even going to make fifth.
Yeah, but that's because 8 games in, like hindsight, everybody's got beautiful vision. It's only 8 games in as well, so we'll see where I go on. You just ain't.
We haven't started cooking yet. We haven't started cooking yet.
You ain't started flopping yet either.
Amen. You understand? Amen.
I'm just saying. Peaks and troughs.
You're
man.
mid-table, bro. Of course you haven't started cooking.
Boy, we're only 8 points off it, so.
That's only 8. It's been 8 games.
Huh?
Oh.
That's live.
It's been 8 games, bro.
Who you got? Oh no, we got.
I think we have Chelsea next, right?
So you got Chelsea next. So you got draw against Chelsea, and we beat Chef U. You will be like 6 off it. We'll be like it's not that. It's too early. Let's get through the third. Do a third of the season first before you start seeing how it's gonna pan out.
I think this is a great marker. Us actually beating.
There's 30 games
City.
left.
No, I'm not talking about in light of winning the league. I'm talking about this demon that was in front of us.
No, you did it. You done it. That's all that matters, man. So hats off to you,
But I had a question. You see, obviously, I watched Filthy in it, and you said the best player in the world, in your opinion, was Rashford. What's been going on for the last couple of weeks about your boy Rashi, man?
Who said that?
You, man. You rate Rashford.
When did I say that? When he was?
Oh, when he was, you said it. He's been the best player in the world before, yeah?
Exactly, when he was. Currently on form.
Oh, okay.
After the World Cup, and he went on that run of games of scoring goals, is a purple patch. It doesn't count for nothing. At that period of time, he was the most dangerous and feared player on the planet, and that's what he was. Probably apart from, say, like Haaland or whatever, so my United bias goes in there. But he was cooking. So you want me to say, why did I say a man was cooking when he was cooking? The answer is, because he was cooking, genius.
All right, give him a moment.
All right, Aubrey.
Damn.
How do you feel he's doing now, genius?
Should have got horns for that, bro.
All right.
Well, if you want me to point out the obvious, he sucks at the minute, innit? But what do you want to do about it? Get off the phone, Frenchie, man. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you very
man.
much for calling in.
Salut.
All right. Oh, he said salute.
Salut.
Aww.
Good to see the Arsenal fans are jubilant and in high spirits, man. That's what we love to see, man, on a Monday morning, man.
Yeah.
So big up you lot, man. You done well, man. You're not quite top of the league yet. North London is currently still white, but I'm sure you are working on that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get into our next one, man. Yeah, go and like the video, please. I don't know what kind of numbers we're on, but if Esther ain't happy, I ain't happy. So
That's right.
that's what it is. Go and like the video, please. Just quickly stop whatever you're doing. Actually, I'll give you like 10 seconds. I'm not counting any. Count me.
I am 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there we have it.
How funny you are.
You know, somebody sent me a message and said, I think Gina really likes mugs, you know.
Oh, no.
Well, as a person, of course.
Wait.
No, as in
Wait, do people
fancies
think-
mugs.
Do people think that the TDA line is a secure line?
Like, whatever gets
Can you
said
imagine, like,
always gets shared.
It gets shared, ho. So what do you mean?
Oh, what? They actually think...
That
Yeah,
you're for real.
Oh, it's real.
fancy.
Really?
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah.
Aw.
That's sweet.
No, it's because she actually likes
You
it,
guys-
like,
you
like
guys
getting
even do
confused
Yeah, I actually like Mark as a, like...
You're very
really,
lovable.
man.
as a human being. So
Yeah, he's very
so I can
likeable.
He's a
understand
very
how you
likable
can-
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it misconstrued. What do you mean, nah?
No, I responded saying she has a penchant for warlords.
Oh. Can I just say what kills me though? Can I be honest? Every time I see the hashtag Ragnar Lothbrok, I
100%.
scream.
Yes.
I literally scream
Yes.
because it's in every
Yes.
single thing.
And you
I'm
see
like,
that same spirit of Viking in him.
No, but that's what
Yes.
makes me laugh.
Yes.
Too funny.
Young Ragnar.
Literally.
All right, well, today's done at Air. He's been on there for a while, and I never really wanted to talk about him, but with thanks to a change of pace today. Trigger warning. This would be like sexual assault or something, maybe. I don't know what he's done. He's a GP. Put this guy up, Brent, for me, please. Can you see the GP? Because we should just name.
I hate when
and
there's GPs and stuff, you know.
Shame. Yeah, these GPs are just like, you know what it is? Obviously, like, everybody's got to work, innit, yeah? And you don't know who people are behind closed doors, innit? So front facing, they could be GPs, they could be window cleaners, they could be retail workers. But behind closed doors, they can actually be sex pests and perverts. And this man's getting in trouble because I think he's taking gal from Hinge, bringing them into the GP, bringing them in and bringing them into the practice and just slamming them up and things.
That's wild.
That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
As a date?
Yeah, like,
What?
Is he homeless or something?
huh?
Is he homeless?
Nah, he just
He has
outside.
access to the GP.
He's the doctor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's moving like he hasn't got
It's
home
like a-
to have sex in.
Like a fantasy that he's looking to
Oh
give them.
yeah, like
Maybe.
A porn.
Yeah, call me doctor.
He's doing a lot. He's going off. Apparently, he's been. I think he was troubling staff.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I think he was even linking one of the staff. I know he's been doing stuff in some of the rooms. He walks around with his flyers done out.
That's
He's
so
been
disgusting.
touching genitals,
Oh.
touching his genitals, touching other females' genitals. He's just all around.
Touching his.
All of this. He's just all around nastiness.
Give me itch.
You get me? Dirty pants. Proper little dirty pants. You get me? He's just nasty. What's fucked up though is that the gal that blew him up, I think, is because he was dating her for 2 years and then there was a problem.
She said, "Round 'em up, boys."
They always condoning man's fucking until his beef. That's what I don't
And
like.
that's what I think that's wild. She's done it too.
You get me? All of a sudden he's a pervert.
All of a
You
sudden
wasn't-
now he's
you
a
were saying
pervert,
that when you were
trust me.
sucking him off in the office.
Okay,
Do you get me? But I digress.
silly girl.
I think it was for 2 years, and I think he started lying. I think she wanted to go on a date, or he was going to break up with her, and I think he lied and said like his mother had a stroke. You get me?
Yeah.
And I think she just kept having strokes. You get me? And after too many strokes, I think alarm bell started. And he's like, "Is this bitch really having strokes?"
Are you just saying that?
Are you just saying that? You get what I'm trying to say? That you're lying to me. You get what I'm trying to say? That, and then
That's wild though. He's a doctor and he couldn't think of more illnesses. Gosh, can't get the stuff, man.
Yeah, so I think they were just saying like these them excuses were deliberate. You get me? To allow him to juggle the other women that he was seeing instead. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So once she realized he was a player, yeah, she just blew it all up. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and yeah, basically he's a sicko. But you don't need to be careful because that's what I'm trying to say. These are the people that are entrusted to look after us, and you just never know. You just never know when trouble is in there. I don't know what the telltale signs are. I don't know what advice to give you or how to help you, but I'm always here to name and shame. So Thomas Plimmer, 40, from wherever you are, you get me, he's got allegations over half a dozen women, including a vulnerable colleague. I don't even know what vulnerable colleague means, but yeah, he's in Swindon. He's got stay woke, man. He's got Yeah, he had a vulnerable colleague who was apparently forcing for weekly sex sessions in the GP practice. So sometimes you could be sitting on his chair and it could just have been freshly soiled. This is crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to name and shame him. He's a piece of shit and he is well and truly done Out Ere. He's like, stay woke, man. Don't trust these doctors.
Boy.
Let's get into our outro.
Sorry.
That's why I liked it.
Like a bubble thing to...
That was really nice. Did you see that earlier?
I don't know how that came up.
I thought you didn't. Did you? And I said, oh, that's very lovely.
Is that the same thing happened before?
No, I didn't see the greenery at the back, but I did see the bubble thing earlier.
Before?
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I don't know what that is. I need to find out though.
That was being hacked. It was really, really cool. Did you not see it when it happened?
I saw it just now.
Oh no, this is the second time then. It was up earlier.
Wait, are you talking about this?
No, it was a
'Cause
bubble.
this is mine.
No, it was like a, you know how kids have to blow bubbles?
I saw that.
And it had a thing, yeah.
I need to
Well,
find out
someone is
what-
hacking us and doing great things, so that's good.
Yeah, I need to find
So
out what
please
that is.
respond to the bubble and kindly like the video. Thank you very much. But thank you guys for tuning in. Great start to the week. We appreciate you for tuning in. As I said, like the video, share the video, do all that stuff. We've been posting a lot on our social media as well. So if you could please put those on your stories and comment, like, all that stuff. Did it come up again?
I'm looking for it.
Also big up our researchers every single time, honey. Big up our researchers. Follow us on our social media. Thank you very much. Follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. And if you would like to send your dilemmas in, the number is 075-6484-1073. I wonder if that woman from last week spent the weekend having that tough decision, that tough conversation.
Girl, we waiting on you.
I'm waiting on you at the door. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you would like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, our email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Stay woke, okay? Because bedbugs out here eating people's asses on the trains and shit. Stay woke. Stay flipping woke. I couldn't believe it. I had to immediately apply Savlon and all sorts. I said, excuse me.
Yeah, whatever you was wearing that day, just make sure you inspect it and go and wash it in a high heat because these things travel and yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's making me itch.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Girl.
It was just not it, man. It was 2 bites as well, you know. Not even
Not
one,
even
so
one, but
greedy.
2.
Yeah, like at least one on each ass cheek. What am I saying? Each bum. It was just both. Anyway, stay woke. Protect your cheeks
At all costs.
all costs. See you tomorrow.
Peace.